Welcome to Ghost Club Paranormal. Don't go changing that channel now, as we have one hell of a show for you. From ghouls that lurk in the dead of night, to modern day technology that is sure to blow your mind. It's the number one stop for spooky folk like you, so turn off the lights and let's get to. Ghost Club is sponsored by...
What's up? What's up? What's up? Woo! We're here. We made it. Another week, girl. Man, 105 people already here. These lives are picking up.
That's what I like to hear. Okay.
This is gonna be obnoxious.
Sorry we're late, you guys. It's been a day.
It's been a day. It's been a week. It's been a month for sure.
Oh my god. Well, you got your Dr. Pepper?
I need caffeine because, sleep hasn't been a thing for me the past couple of weeks.
Yeah. So. You've been going through a lot. There's a lot to cover.
Going through a lot, yeah. I'm definitely going to give you guys an update on how my dad's been and all that kind of stuff. And we're going to go over the last episode that we released. So that was at the Whiteface house. And hopefully everybody's seen it by this point. If you haven't, then I've linked it in the description. So even after the live, you can go check that out. And thanks for everyone being here. 162 people. This is wild. You guys are... We appreciate you so much.
I love it. I love it.
Everybody's showing up tonight. Thank you.
What is up?
I also just want to say that everybody who's in the live, thank you. And if you're watching this later on and it's not live, we try our hardest to make it interesting enough for you guys to actually enjoy it when you're rewatching it as well. So we definitely take questions, but we're also just going to be talking about the paranormal as well. All good things. Today's topic.
All good things.
Today's topic, though, is, are you a medium? So we'll get into that a little bit later. I really don't have anything planned for this live, not gonna lie.
We're just here. We're just here and we're gonna wing it.
Welcome in. Hi, David. Thank you for being such an amazing mod, first off. Milton, hi, Jade. Ready for this live stream? Aw, pretty. Thanks. I just literally slapped some makeup on real fast. Thanks, Angelique. Britt, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Welcome, everyone.
So what's been going on with you, Mandy? Catch us up. It's been 2 weeks.
Well, today was a very long day. I worked 11 hours today, so I'm struggling. But no, the last 2 weeks have been all right, you know, not like amazing, but I really I can't complain, you know, got a roof over my head, pay my bills, you know, so things are good.
Yeah,
but I can't
still complain a little bit.
I mean, yeah, I complain all the time. Like if I don't complain, I will actually I'll just blow up.
Yeah, but that's why we have each other, right? I hope everybody has a friend out there that they can just rant whatever they need to. That's very, very important. Oh, thank you so much for your donation, guys.
Thank you.
Just so you know,
sorry, go ahead.
I can't be a medium. I'm a lot.
Not true.
What I was gonna say, and by the way, yeah, we are definitely gonna touch on that a little bit later. The whole mediumship thing and how, because so real fast, I will say this. The reason why we're doing that this week is because I've had a couple of comments from people who are genuinely interested in, can anybody be a medium, or does it take a specific person to be a medium? Just kind of in a nutshell, I feel like everybody's kind of born with some sort of spiritual gift. It's just kind of like a muscle, and it's kind of how much you want to work on that to grow it. That's from my understanding. But again, I'm not a medium, so I can't really talk on that too much. But I really want to pick Mandy's brain tonight and really figure out what it takes to be a medium, because that's a lot of responsibility.
Yes. there's a lot to cover because spiritual gifts are not just talking to spirits, there's a whole bunch of shit. So there's a lot. And the rule of thumb, in just quickly, the rule of thumb is that everybody's a psychic, but not everybody's a medium. That's kind of the rule. However, I have seen so many exceptions to that rule. I think that everybody has the capability to experience and feel spirit. Whether you can communicate directly with them, that's a little bit of a different story. But I think that everybody has that ability to connect with spirit. So
100%.
we'll definitely have to get into that.
Yeah, we're
So
definitely going to touch on different tips and techniques on if you think that you may hold the power to be a medium, how would somebody go about that? But anyway, that comes a little bit later, so stick around for that. Oh my gosh, thank you, Lily.
yeah, thank you, Lily.
Mm,
Jeez, we love you.
really, really appreciate the donations. Seriously. We have a little QR code up top as well if anybody wants to donate through PayPal. This is something new that we've been doing. We don't usually get a whole bunch of donations or anything like that, but I will say with our last two lives, we have been able to actually pay for an investigation that is funded
Yes.
by you guys. So that's huge. Like that's just we never really thought that we were going to be in a place like that. And so, yeah, it's just awesome. We really
Yeah,
do
it means
appreciate
a
it.
lot. It means a lot, you guys. I know times are rough out here, so the fact that you guys are willing to give your money to us is very meaningful and special. So thank you.
Yeah, that people actually want to watch us, Mandy. Like that still blows my mind. I don't understand.
I'm building my cult one by one.
I will say this. We have, I'm like, should I pull up the statistics? I don't know. Basically, in the past like month, I think we've gained 6.5 thousand subscribers.
Dang.
6.5 thousand new eyes on us. That's a
Round of
huge
applause.
accomplishment. I think that's probably the most that Ghost Club's ever accumulated in a month. So we're
Yeah, it's
definitely
crazy.
like we're at the little tippy point, tippy top
Which
point of the mountain. We're gonna stay there. We're gonna keep going up. That's what I'm saying.
I'm excited. I hope that we just keep growing. Even, it's been a slow grow, but gosh, like we've learned so much and it's been so fun getting to know people. And I think that the more that I'm just excited because I know we're going to keep going. And I know Ghost Club is going to get bigger and bigger. And I love that we're taking all these people on this journey with us and that everybody wants to be here. Like, that's so special. So
I want to know, if people in the comments right now, how long have you been watching Ghost Club? And holy crap, Mark, thank you.
thank you, Mark. Thank you, Tom. Shout out and Bakey Tea. My gosh.
I want to know how long have you guys been watching Ghost Club? Have you been here from the beginning? Did you join when Mandy technically joined? Because you've been with Ghost Club for like a year now,
Yeah, officially a
and
year. So I'm
it's
new to
been
Ghost Club
steady.
too. Literally 1 year.
I think
So
we touched on this on another live, but when Mandy joined, she hadn't even seen any Ghost Club episodes. She just joined, which was
stat.
insane. Like, and I just found that out recently, and I'm like, you never watched any Ghost Club episodes, but at the same time, it's nice because it's like,
You
you
could mold
genuinely were
me.
just, yeah, you were just like, we're friends, like, let's do it, and there was just a good
I just
chemistry.
trusted you. I was like, here's my life. I'm ready. Take it.
Pretty much. And to be fair, you've also been the most committed person to Ghost Club other than myself. And that's huge, like you really do have Ghost Club in your best interest. And I love that
Yeah.
as well.
Hell yeah.
So Selena is new to the channel and she binge watched for 2 days. Nice.
That's
I've got
cool.
to say the earlier episodes, little cringe, a little bit cringe, and I
I can't
apologize for that.
wait. I can't wait to do a sit down and just watch and react. Watch and react. It's gonna
Well,
be
we
great.
talked about doing like we talked about filming us watching like old Ghost Club so Mandy can
Yeah.
kind of like get caught up. just a little bit and just kind of see the reaction because I know that you're going to be brutally honest as well, and you're going to also laugh at how bad I was. Just stupid.
I
I
think
was just very
it'll be a fun
unnatural.
series. It'll be good.
Yeah.
Unnatural?
I was. I felt very, like, unnatural. You know, when I look back, I watch them, and now I just look at the camera and say what I have to say, but, like, back then, it was really difficult to just that doesn't come naturally to a lot of people.
Yeah.
And I feel like, you know, there was some things that if I was, like, talking about the history of a location, I would get really nervous before I'd done the intro, and I would have to, like, write it down and, like, say a few things and then, like, look to see, like, what I was writing and then be like, "Okay," and then I would do that, like, 5 times each time. It was took a while, but
Wow.
yeah.
I remember my first video with you, I was so nervous. I I was so nervous. I was like, "Just be cool, Mandy. Just be cool, be normal." And then we are over here having like the most like fucking wild episode of our entire lives, like in craziest night. So there was definitely no playing it cool at that point.
Yeah, but at that point, though, like, you didn't even watch Ghost Club.
I know, but
So
I wanted
why
to
did
be
you
like
feel that way?
cool. I wanted to. I wanted. I was coming
You were
off.
just
Somebody
like, "Oh,
had
she's a
asked.
YouTuber or something?"
Yeah, yeah, because like someone had asked. I was with Hollywood Paranormal Detectives. Somebody had asked if I'm on Paraflix. I am. You can watch a couple episodes. We did, I would say, like 4 or 5 episodes on Paraflix together. Like a year and a half, 2 years ago. Um, and it was just such a different thing. And so and then I was coming to join you, and I was like, this is going to be on YouTube. This is a whole different ball game.
It is.
Like, and I knew of you, obviously. I'd met you and we had that experience, or, actually, yeah, yeah, we had already had that experience and all that stuff. But I still was so nervous because, like, this is a thing when women meeting women for the first time, it's either like make or break. All right. Like, you just
Yeah.
never know. Are we going to get along or are we going to hate each other? So I was nervous for that. And I was just like, just be chill, just be so cool. And I felt like I was everything but that. But, so.
You know, some of the like, some of the nicest people that I've ever or, like, women that I've ever met have been through YouTube, like, YouTubers, you know? Like, for Kelsey Davies, for example, like, I would consider her, like, one of our friends at this point.
Yeah.
Um, I didn't even know that the very first time that I ever collaborated with her, I didn't even know that she was gonna be showing up. And that was when I was with Barrier Beyond, and we done the Witch's Cabin or Cursed Cabin, sorry.
Hmm.
Cursed Cabin, I was with Barrier Beyond, and I got to the cabin, and Barrier Beyond were already there, and then they were like, "Oh, just so you know, Kelsey will be here in, like, an hour." And I was like, "Oh, like, who's Kelsey?" And she was like, "Kelsey Davies," and I was like, "Oh, I have heard of her, but I knew her from TikTok, not YouTube." And I was like, "Oh, yeah, like, I know, I'm sure I've seen her on TikTok." And then, yeah, she showed up and she was very, very nice, very, very cool, and we even stayed together, like, on the first night and stuff. And then after that, it was like, "Oh, like, I don't know, like, she's just vouched for us a lot, and
Yeah.
she's very, like, you know, woman power and all that, and very,
Yeah.
like she's just so cool. Like, I'm saying like a lot because I don't really know what I'm trying to say. She's just a very, very
No.
sweet
Yeah. She's a
person
cool person.
and very, very genuine. And I think a lot of
Hmm.
people on the outside see people with a lot of subscribers, or
Hmm.
a lot of followers, big following, and assume that they're, you know, not genuine. And that's
Yeah.
far from untrue from my experience anyway, with a lot of YouTubers. Yeah.
Yeah. No, and that's where I feel like coming into this, I feel like so far, like everybody's just been so nice. I mean, I've only been in the YouTube game for a year now, but my experience has been nothing but positive with everybody.
Yeah.
And like you said, like people in YouTube get a bad rap a lot of the times. But everybody I've encountered has been like legit nice. So
Yeah.
it's been cool.
Yeah, no, for sure. I've been enjoying it, but you know what? You were I've always kind of been more on like the YouTube side, but kind of like your backstory, like you did do YouTube with Hollywood Paranormal Detectives. Sorry, that's a
Yeah.
mouthful. Still School's called Paranormal though; it's
HPD.
quite a lot. But
Yeah.
yeah, you were with them for a while, but then also within the paranormal, you enjoy going to like paracons and meeting other people who
Oh,
are like on TV and things like that. And that's a world that I've never stepped into apart from that one paracon that I'd done, and that's where we met.
yeah. And that wasn't even like, no offense, that wasn't it.
That was a
Like
shit show.
that was a shit show. We'll just be honest, that one kind of sucked. But I met you, so that's what matters. Um, but I'm a I fucking love Paracons, you guys. I am a sucker. I'm such a sucker. Oh my god. I love a good I want to spend all day. I want to go to every booth and I want to talk to every single person and I want to buy lots of stupid stuff. It's my favorite.
I want to know. I have a question. I have a question for you, Mandy, and then I have a question for everybody watching. 295 people watching. What?
Jesus. What's up?
I have a question for all you guys. So if you do watch any like ghost shows or anything like that, who is your favorite? Let's just put YouTube in as well for fun. Yeah, for fun. So I
Yeah, for fun.
understand
Let's see what's
who
up.
people are talking about. Within the YouTube world and television, who do you enjoy watching? Like who's your favorite to watch? And we all know who it is. Your second favorite person to watch. um Let's see here.
Wait, do
Kelsey.
we put ours in too?
No, that's
You
what
put
I'm saying. I was making a
okay.
joke. No, you can't say Ghost Club. Destination
Um,
Fear. Yes. Barrier Beyond. Yes. Paranormal Files. Let's see. Sam and Kobe.
I just want to make a quick shout out. You guys just know, I know we're talking a lot, but we are seeing the comments and the donations. You guys are fucking awesome. Thank you so much. Like, you have no idea how much it helps us. So, we appreciate it.
The Foreman Brothers. Have you ever watched the Foreman Brothers?
No.
I hear about them all the time, and I don't think I've watched an episode yet. Maybe back in the day, but I don't know. But I do genuinely want to watch them. Twin Paranormal, of course. We actually generally enjoy a
We
good Twin
love.
Paranormal
Oh,
episode. That's kind of like
that's
our
like a
hangover guilty
yeah.
pleasure.
Our Sunday night guilty pleasure. I still have to drive an hour and a half home, but we're gonna watch this episode of Twin Paranormal.
I do enjoy a good episode of Twin Paranormal. I don't know why they get so much hate, honestly.
Yeah, we love them.
And
They're
then
just
Ghost
so
Adventures.
entertaining.
They are. I find them funny. I don't know. It's a humor thing. Like I see this is a thing is I enjoy watching paranormal shows or YouTube channels as long as there's like a little bit of humor. I don't really tend to watch the ones that are like super serious. And I feel like sometimes our investigations like are super serious. And I'm
Yeah.
like, oh man, like they don't mean to be. Like that's just how it is. That's just we've just been I don't know, having a weird spell recently. Wow, thank you so much, Emma. This means like came across one of your videos after watching an episode of Twin Paranormal. My
I
daughter and
could
I love
cry.
watching your episodes.
Y'all are
Thank
making
you.
me just that's so nice.
Oh yeah, cry, Mandy, cry, because that's what we've been doing the past two episodes. Crying, Cry Club Paranormal. That's what we should be called.
You guys,
I
I don't
was
know what
crying.
happened.
I was crying at Sally house. You were crying at the Whiteface house.
So many fucking tears.
Yeah.
It was an emotional episode. I know you guys, we have a long night ahead, so we are gonna be diving into everything.
This comment.
No, but for real though, they have been ghosting. Like it's been a lot. And it's just, I mean, and we thought we were like, okay, we're finishing up on the last series, McIntyre Villa. Like this is It's gonna be nice just to reconnect with spirit again and not demons. And then it's just like still a crazy fucking night.
Mandy, you just leaked what our next episode is.
It's on the poster.
Fuck, it is. I totally forgot that I made a freaking poster.
Yeah. Trying to
So
call
Mandy,
me
you
out
didn't
for
leak it.
everyone.
I was trying to call you out. That was my bad.
No, you're cool. You're cool. Somebody asked how many tattoos I have. I have like 10 or 11, 12.
Somebody commented on our video a couple of days ago and asked why all ghost hunters have to have a shit ton of tattoos.
Because I'm traumatized.
That's a good answer, I guess.
Because we're traumatized. That's why. I mean, that's why most people get I mean, some people get tattoos just for the fun of it. I get it because there's some weird, like, I just like the pain and it feels really good and I feel accomplished and then I get to decorate my body. It's a trauma thing.
Yeah, because on our last live, you had just gotten a cover up on your leg.
Hmm.
How is that? Is it looking good?
It's
Is it
good. I go
completely
in
done?
on Saturday to finish it.
Like the
Yeah, to
highlights?
get all the white put in, and then I got my first cover up. How am I already here? On my thigh, and it was a pretty big cover up. So I got a Victorian mirror put on it. It's got a spirit in the middle, and we're gonna put all the white, and then I'm gonna add a little hanging thing so it looks like the mirror is hanging. So I'm really excited.
You should get her to add a little scooter.
A
So
little skitter.
so the spirit's riding a little scooter. That's why it took
Just
us
in
so
the background.
long.
Just a little.
That's why it took us so long to get to this live, was because we rode in on scooters.
We rode in on scooters. That's
It's not as
exactly
fast.
what it is.
It's not as fast as you think they are.
Shout out to everybody who said we were their favorite.
Yeah, seriously. Even though to be fair though, I did kind of set the ground rules and I did say anybody other than Ghost Club.
I still appreciate it. I like people who break the rules.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it's so nice.
Came across sorry. Oh yeah, we already done this one. We already
Oh,
pulled
so
that one up.
sorry.
But we still love you, Emma. And thank you
My
for your comment
chat
and your
thing is
donation.
loading really slow, so
Yeah,
I
I'm trying
apologize.
I'm trying really hard to like read and put them up, but there's so many people in this chat tonight
Which we're
that's
so
why.
happy about. Thank you. Just know that if we miss your comment, it's not personal.
Yeah.
We're not equipped to handle. I know. Remember that one time? So we're in this live chat. You guys were watching a premiere. We only had like, I don't know, 500-600 people in, and like this one person commented, and then they got mad because we weren't seeing their comment, and they
Was
were
this
like,
our premiere or someone else's?
yeah, it was like one of our video premieres, and she was like, well, it's not that hard. It's not like you have like 1,000 people in here, like Twin Paranormal. I was just like, my brain is not accustomed to read even like 300 people's comments at a time. Like, bear with us. Don't yell at me. It was so funny.
Yeah, I don't even know. Like my brain, it literally, I just need to apologize right now, guys. Like my brain is so done. Okay.
You guys, some people are harsh, all right? Like, it's hilarious.
I feel like this is the first time that I've actually talked in 2 weeks. Speaking of comments, so I do just want to like bring this up because I'm starting to feel like people are getting like mad at me here because I haven't been responding for the past 2 weeks, and just to kind of like let you guys know what's going on. I had brought up, sorry, I'm like, I just need to like warn people, like it's gonna start getting sad now, okay? I'm like trying to transition it like into the next segment.
Yeah. No,
I mean, I
this is
put it in the
important.
thumbnail title, so I'm like, I have to talk about it.
Yeah.
But yeah, basically, so what happened, I don't know if you guys saw my community post, but like, please don't be mad if I'm not responding back to you. I'm not responding back to anybody. This is the first time that I've like done anything in 2 weeks to really do with Ghost Club. I mean, we did premiere that one episode, the Whiteface house on Tuesday. But other than that, like I've not been at work at all. I've not done anything with Ghost Club. I've not edited. I just have like so many emails piling up and sponsorships piling up, which isn't a bad thing, but it's like they're, people are expecting a lot from me, which is fine because I've agreed to do this,
Yeah.
but at the same time, like I definitely do need to just take a little bit of a break. But my dad basically had a stroke 2 weeks ago, and I've been like his main carer for the most part and staying with him in the hospital. And he was in the ICU for he only got out a couple days ago, and then moved into another hospital room. He's still in the hospital. And yeah, that's pretty much just where I've been, man. Like for the last 2 weeks, it's been crazy. And I can barely even sort out my own medical stuff, and
Yeah.
having to like figure out his and everything on top of that. And like he still has like an apartment that he pays rent for. He still has, all these things, and like internet and car
Yeah.
payments, and like like it's just crazy. So my sister came over from Scotland, so that's been really nice.
Yeah.
She came over on Thursday, and so we've been going to the hospital together. And she's supposed to be leaving on Thursday, and I'm trying to convince her to extend her ticket,
She
so I
needs
can.
to.
She needs to. No,
Yeah.
Mandy, I'm trying to get her to extend this ticket so she can be with my dad, so I can edit the next episode and get it out on
Exactly.
Saturday.
She needs to.
So I'm trying. I'm trying. Like I'm on track. I feel like I still think that I can get the episode out for Tuesday. Um, but as far as like responding back to everybody's messages and stuff like that, it's a lot.
It's hard,
Um,
and you can only do so much right now
yeah.
with everything going on.
There has been a few, like I've read some like of the comments and things like that, and I just want to say thank you. Seriously, I couldn't even get round to all of the comments. But I will, like, and trust me, when my dad's doing better, like, I intend on reading all of these comments to him. Even if he like falls asleep, I'll still just be like going through them because there's so many. And yeah, I'm very lucky that we have such an amazing audience and people who really do
Mhm.
genuinely care, and not just care, but actually those positive healing vibes and words. It really really helps. And a lot of people have reached out to me saying that they've been in a very similar situation, and
Mhm.
it's horrible, but like sometimes that's what life throws at you. And I don't know. I don't know if it does it to people like to it's like a it's like a test, like, okay, for example, like what I keep telling my dad is like, this is not a punishment. You're not in here because you're being punished like by God, or he does believe in God and that. So it's like that's kind of you know how I
Mhm.
connect with them. But look at it as a miracle. You've just got a second chance at life. And yeah, it's difficult now, but it's going to get so much better. And everybody who's reached out and told me that they've had a situation like this where one of their loved ones have had a stroke and made a full recovery, like that's what's keeping me going right now. So I just really want to say thank you.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it. I don't really have
Mm.
any other updates other than he is getting better. So
No, that's good, and it sounds like in the comments a lot of people understand in their own way, and, you know, I think that's really awesome that people get it, you know,
yeah,
and are
yeah,
supportive.
yeah.
Um,
It's been freaking crazy. But and we even had to push like our investigation back as well. What was it supposed
mhm.
to be this weekend? No, last
It's
weekend.
supposed to be last weekend, yeah,
Yeah.
so and that's okay, you know?
Yeah, we still have investigations like to edit and stuff like that and put out, but it's like, man, I never do that. I hate
I know.
canceling. I hate pushing things back. Like, yeah. But
Yeah.
we're getting there, guys, and every single piece of support, like, just means a lot. That's all. I don't wanna, like, ramble on too much about that or anything, but yeah. So and I didn't even have time to change our background, Mandy. We're still on the road coming back from
We're still
Kansas.
on the road. Oh my god, how dare you, Jade?
I don't know, maybe we should let, our audience decide where we should be. Does anybody have, any background they want us to put up? We were in a crop field on our first live. Where were we on our second live? Oh, we were on the road.
Yeah, we're on the road.
Yeah, this is only our 3rd live.
Yeah,
Huh.
yeah. So we're still on the road. Do you want to put us somewhere, or
Do
should
I
we
wanna
still
put
be on
what?
the road?
Oh, yeah, somebody's got a oh, flower field. That's too nice, I think, for what we're about
I
to
have
go into. Because 'cause
flowers
we're
on my shirt.
Oh, you do? I thought they were just like just little holes.
Little
Just
holes because
little holes.
that reminds me of my dream that I had with your nice fancy sweater, and I was just over there like rags.
Oh, yeah, go tell them your dream.
You guys, I had a dream that I had a dream that we were getting like hundreds of thousands of views per episode, and like Ghost Club was actually making money. And I like went over to Jade's house to see if I could get a little bit of like a pay increase for everything, because we were getting so much money. And Jade was in like this really fancy, like distressed gray sweater that cost like hundreds of dollars. And like her house had all this really cool stuff. And like she was just like, just drenched in riches. And I was just over here like, hi, can I get some more money? And she basically said no. And I'm just over here in my rags, just like, oh, okay. It was so mean.
I was like, did Wilson have, like, a diamond necklace
Wilson's over there,
on?
he's just like in his little hat, he's just chilling, and you just had the coolest fucking sweatshirt on, and I was just like, okay, no, it's
The
fine.
coolest sweatshirt on.
It's fine. I'll just go struggle.
I'm sorry, Mandy.
No, it was funny. It made me laugh.
That's been honestly, like, having you around has just been, like, the nicest thing, like, this entire, like, couple of weeks. I'll be like, "I'm so stressed out," and then you'll just be like, "Oh, here's a little." I can't even talk. I literally cannot multitask. I'm, like,
No, I'm
trying to
the
do the new
worst.
backgrounds.
She's like going through all of this stuff with her dad, and then I'm like, hey, do you want to hear this dream about how you didn't give me any money?
Oh my gosh.
I just, we have to balance each other out, you know?
I'm still here, by the way. I'm just, like,
Yeah.
working. I'm, like,
Oh, it's
editing
okay.
whilst doing this live.
It's gonna be great. We're gonna get this background up, and then we're gonna do the things. You
Well, we
guys coming in clutch with the I'm like, don't mean to keep bringing this up. I'm so internally grateful. So I just want you guys to know how like amazing. Oh, you know what? Let's put scooters. We're on the scooter. Find a scooter background.
No, I just got the background done. We'll
Oh.
have to do scooters for the next one. I have a new background. I'm gonna add it now. Okay, so somebody mentioned wait for it. Are you ready to be transported?
Yeah.
Can you guess what it is?
No.
You won't be able to guess what it is. This is so stupid. So before we leave the car, I do just want to say that that is one of the things that we do in the car on a lot of our trips is we try and guess the number or we try and guess what shape we're thinking of or what animal and like we love doing that. We do it all the time and I feel like it kind of like I don't know why it sounds so stupid, but I feel like it kind of like grows our connection as well, like mentally on how we communicate with each other.
Yeah.
Constant work. All right, you ready?
Yeah.
3, 2,
2, 1.
1. Da, 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 da.
It just
Okay, it
keeps-
cut off a lot of the image.
It just looks awful. Look at the puppy. Look at that
Dude,
face.
we're at Chuck E. Cheese.
It's so fitting. It's so fitting. I was about to jump on the paranormal theory comment right here that says scooters or we riot. I was about to start riding, but this is I'll take
Scooters
it.
are we right? I don't even know how to like look up a scooter background. Like, what do you, okay,
Can I be
scooter
honest with
background? Is
you
this
for
what?
like 2 seconds?
Yeah.
Nobody yell at me. Nobody fucking yell at me. I've never been
What?
to Chuck E. Cheese.
I've never been to Chuck E. Cheese either.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, sorry guys. I know it's so
I don't want to
sad.
hear anything about it. Okay.
No, but I really do want to investigate a Chuck E. Cheese. That's where it's at.
That would be really cool. Anybody know anybody who works at a haunted Chuck E. Cheese that would like to us to come and investigate?
You know who's investigated Chuck E.
Ah,
Cheese a bunch of times?
who?
Is Lissy Noel. She's a
Oh, really?
YouTuber. Yeah, I've collaborated with her once before. We done the basement in Los Angeles. And she does the like 3 a.m. Chuck E. Cheese challenges and they're crazy. And
3 a.m. Chuck E. Cheese
I can't
challenge. That's a
I
thing.
can't find a fucking
What?
scooter background. This is
A
stupid.
scooter. Where
This
are
is
the
so
scooters?
stupid. I'm
Give me
like,
the scooters.
like, what kind of scooter are we talking? Like,
Razor scooter.
just a picture of a razor scooter is our background.
Thank you, Bakey T. Bye bye. We love you. Um,
No.
yeah.
Oh, okay. Guys, I can't do this. No. Ugh.
Chuck E. Cheese. Oh my God, we should take Chester to Chuck E. Cheese.
You should tell them how to become a medium whilst I do this.
Okay. Step 1. Open yourself up. Open up. No. I'm maybe not the best person. See, my way of becoming a medium was very long and tricky, and I took the long hard way. Um, but how do we start with this? I don't even know where to start with this because
So I can start you off.
yeah, you want to start me off because
Yeah,
that's
so basically this is gonna sound like I've just like wrote your life story for you, but I know this so many times. Like you've
okay.
told me so many times,
Okay.
but you have been sensitive as a child. That's something that we
Mm-hmm.
both have in common. You saw your grandmother as a ghost standing in your house. That was your first paranormal experience.
Mm-hmm.
And then you had weird things happen every now and then. And I feel like actually quite a lot of children do. That's kind of how we all start off, though, really. And it's just kind of a do we ignore it and just go on with our lives, or or does it stick with you and you just can't let it go? And we're both very similar in the sense that we could not let it go and we got too curious, and that's why we're into the paranormal. But what made you go, I can take this even a step further and see if I can communicate, because ghost hunting wasn't really a thing when you became like a medium. Like it wasn't like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I could that was great. I love that you know my life story.
I do.
Like that's really cool. Um yeah, so there's actually some stuff that I'll share with tonight since we're on this live and we're very open people. I there's some very interesting things that happened to me when I was young that really like played a big role in everything. But so honestly, it wasn't until I was in my early 20s. So I'm in my early 30s now. It wasn't until my early 20s, actually, not even early, like mid 20s, that I actually realized that like communication was a thing. Which is why I said I took the long route. Um, it sounds so weird to say this, but I genuinely believed that like everybody had like what I was experiencing and what I was going through was kind of like normal. Like it was normal for me to see somebody and automatically know right off the bat who the people are behind them. And like that was just so normal to me. And I didn't really understand mediumship as a kid. I mean, I watched Chip Coffee and I like watched all these inspiring mediums and all that stuff. But I never put two and two together, if that makes any sense, because I was so
Mhm.
focused on everything else. I never actually put things together that like what I was hearing and what was happening was spirit communicating with me. Um, so it wasn't until I was at work and I was like, you know what, just for fun, I want to go to a mediumship class, just something chill, I just want to check it out.
Just like
And
you were
I'm
starting a
just
hobby, like
yeah,
pottery or yoga or
I
something.
just want to go. I'll pay the $30 and I'll go to this one class and we'll just see. And I was like, I hear people talking all the time and I see people. Maybe these are people's like loved ones. Like maybe I can put two and two together. I don't know. So anyways, I go to this class. Okay. And so
Can
I
I
like
just say
literally
before
just
you start,
yeah.
because it is really like this is what I do sometimes is I'll go like, okay, like opening myself up, and then it's like I'll hear something like, "Hi, I'm here," and I'm like, "No," like that's just me saying it in my head, "Hi, I'm here," and then I'm
Exactly.
convincing myself.
No, but no, that's what we'll get into. My strongest ability for a long time was clairaudience, which is the ability to hear spirit. And I would hear it so clearly that I was convinced that that was literally my inner voice talking out loud.
Okay, so when you
So
say
that
you hear
happens.
them, do you hear them through your ears, or do you hear them like you're hearing your own thought?
So both. So there's what we call external clairaudience and then internal clairaudience. So it's like external would be like the disembodied voices that you hear outside of your ear. Internal is what would be you almost. I wouldn't say like I hear it in my mind. It's almost like I'm seeing it written out, which would. It's not. It blends with clairvoyance, which is the ability to see. So it kind of like blends together. I actually see what they're saying written out.
Oh, you do look up
Um,
quite a lot like this.
yeah,
Is
because
that
they're
why?
like when yeah.
Ah,
So everything kind of pops up in a little bubble and I have to like look around and
yeah.
like figure it out.
I always thought that
But
was just because you were trying to figure out, like, how to like, in your head, just going like, "Huh, how do I say this?" You know, "How do I wanna
sometimes it's
present
that too,
this?"
but yeah, sometimes it's that, but sometimes I'm visually reading what they're writing.
That's cool. I didn't know that.
So almost like in my mind's eye, I'm like actually like seeing it. So but the external, oh, yeah. Were you saying say
Sorry.
something?
Just
No, you're
Nicole
fine.
just donated $50. Like, and I just
Oh my god.
I know, the, like, pink box, like, captured my eye, like, and that was
You
just
guys
it.
want
I'm
me to
so
have my
sorry.
own distressed, expensive sweater? That's so nice. I appreciate it.
Please, maybe on the next live, Mandy will have a full shirt. No holes. No more
Hold on.
holes.
Somebody just said turn the subtitles. That okay, Britt, Mandy. She said, Mandy, just turn the subtitles off. LOL. That's exactly the best way I could ever explain it. Thank you. It's like reading subtitles. It
Oh,
took me
so
32
you
years to
still know
realize
what's
that.
going on, but you're just kinda, like, yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about now. That makes a lot of
Yeah, so now I'm like reading
sense.
my subtitles, right?
Uh-huh.
But the external is where you actually hear, like for me, external is truly external. Like I'm hearing it outside. So um for me, external is only through my left ear, and internal is through the right side. It's so weird. So almost all the time when I hear spirit externally, it's through my left ear. So I kind of like will count on that, like, make sure I'm listening because I'll hear it that way. Um, but yeah, so for the longest time. So, okay, so this is fast forward. I go to this class. It's in Santa Ana, California, and it's in this weird building. And it's just
It's a
so like,
Groupon.
literally. So I show up and there's like 25, 30 people there. And I'm like, oh my God, okay. And we all like get into groups. But that's where I actually like sat down and they just dove right in. And I was like, well, I've never done this before. But I was able to connect with people's loved ones, and I was able to give very like specific details about what I was seeing, and it was really, really cool. Um, and that's where I was like, oh shit, like that was cool. And even the teacher there, she was like, you could do this. I was like, I could do this. So then fast forward just a few months, and that's when April Nicole, who's in here, April Nicole is a really good friend of mine. She was my first mentor. She's a world renowned medium, and I saw her stuff, her classes, and I was like, well, let's just dive right in. I don't have any hobbies right now. I'm not like actively ghost hunting. It was just, I was so new to ghost hunting and just like doing it for fun. So that's when I really started taking classes and started that journey of mentorship and training.
Yeah.
Um, so it took me a while to get to that point. Again, this was in my mid late 20s that I
Yeah.
started actually like being like, oh, okay, I can do this now. Now what do I do?
So you would say for anybody who thinks that they may have the ability to become a medium, a good place to start would maybe try and find like a group, like a developing mediumship group or something like that that they can work on. Because I know a lot of it's like online
Yeah,
as well. You don't even have to go there.
you
This isn't
don't.
safe
Mediumship.
anymore, Monday.
Yeah. Like this is like mediumship. There is no distance with that. So online is great because it does allow you, like COVID, as bad as it was, it did help elevate the online world, right? And now we have
Mm,
access to um things that we would have never had access to. And so I know it's not always feasible. And again, my journey is very different than everybody else's journey. And so, what I recommend would maybe not be the same for someone else. I know a lot of people are like, no, meditate. That's going to be your journey. That's going to be your connection to spirit.
mm,
That has never been my, like, I don't meditate.
yeah,
That's not for me. Mine, like, I don't communicate with spirit that way, but that works for other people. I always push development groups and classes. Some of them are, some of them are pretty pricey and expensive. And again, that's because of the work that the medium's putting in. But if you can do that, and if you actually have the finances to do that, I highly, highly recommend classes, because it's so good to one, meet other people who are just like you, who are trying to
that
figure it
helps.
out, right? That's so helpful because it's not mediumship. It can be a lonely road, especially if you don't have people around
It
you that
always.
support.
I don't know if anybody else is catching this on the live, but you keep cutting yourself off every single time you say mediumship. You don't say the P, and it sounds like you're saying medium shit. Sorry.
Mediumship is
Okay. Oh my god, it's not even been an
mediums
hour
are
and I'm
shit.
already crying. Okay.
No, it's okay.
Yeah, sorry,
Um,
go on.
no, you're good. No, and I think that classes are great just because you do get to meet some other people who are just like you, or this can be a lonely road. Not a lot of people understand what you're doing. Not a lot of people are supportive. But it's also a place where you can develop relationships with other people in the community, practice with each other. So that's the big thing, is like you do these classes, you meet other people, and then you guys, hey, you want to start practice groups outside of this. And then that just kind of keeps snowballing, right? So then you have people to continue to work on, people who maybe aren't so affected, like that. A lot of these people are different stages of their grief. And so, like for me, connecting with
Yeah.
my loved ones on the other side, I don't get very emotional anymore because I'm so used to it. So people can easily practice with me and bring through my loved ones. And I can do
Yeah.
it in a constructive way with them without getting emotional about it. So that will always be my number one, is if you think that you have some sort of ability or you're interested, maybe you don't even think, maybe you're like, I have no idea what I can do, but I'm just curious. Even then, beginners classes are so friendly and open. You don't need to know what you're doing
Mhm.
to do this at all, because that's what the classes are for.
And then just to answer Miami's situation type deals question, so she said, "Did I inherit my grandmother's spiritual gifts? She was the top witch of the most powerful coven of SoCal in the 40s and 50s. First off, she sounds like a badass. She was a dark witch, black magic. So do you think that witches
Yes,
in general, it is generational?
I believe that, especially when it's passed down through the mother's lineage, it's like that's really powerful. But spiritual abilities can be passed through the lineage, 100%. So you can definitely, I mean, that my great grandmother was, intuitive and a tarot reader and all of that stuff as well. And so a lot of people, and you hear that a lot, where like mom will be a psychic or grandma will
Yeah.
be a psychic, great grandma. It kind of runs in the line. That's very common to see that. It's like almost like built into your like DNA, and it just
Yeah.
passes down.
That's so cool. That was actually a really good question, Miami, and thank you again for the
Yeah, it's a great one.
donation. Yeah, really appreciate you guys. 310 people watching. We'll take it for sure.
Jesus,
If anybody
that's
has any
awesome.
questions for Mandy about mediumship, because I see them in the comment section all the time, and I wish that I had time today to really go through and write them down and things like that. But yeah, there's a lot of people with like questions about mediumship because a lot of people don't understand it. Like, how
No,
is
and
that
I'm willing
possible?
like let's talk about it. And I will also say we have a couple mediums in the chat right now. We got Samantha, we got April, we got Monica, who if we don't get to your questions, I know that they're gonna answer. And
Yeah.
they're very well versed in this as well. So I like that we can like
They're, like, rolling up their
tag team
sleeves
this.
right
Like,
now
let's
about to
go,
start,
baby.
like, exactly. These are all very trustworthy mediums as well,
Yeah.
that you can also follow and, follow their journeys and stuff like that if you have questions for them. You're doing readings now, Mandy, is that
I
correct?
am, and that's something that I really want to talk about. So I am off. As my schedule allows. It's a little tricky right now with my schedule. So if you do want a reading, please bear with me. But I am opening up my schedule to do readings, and that I'm glad that we brought this up. I do private readings. If you are interested, please DM me on Instagram until I figure out how I'm going to do this. But um, I'll be very open about it right now in my readings, just so people, because they're going to ask, they're $150. It's 45 minutes to an hour, and every reading does include an energy session at the end of it. So try to work on one specific area of the body, what's going on. I am looking at doing gallery readings soon, to try to accommodate for more people in a way that's a little bit cheaper for everybody, because I know money is hard to come by. So that's something that I do. If people are interested in, that's something I really want to start doing, is gallery readings online. So what that essentially means is that allows me to allow 20 or 30 people to purchase a spot for significantly less, for like 30, 40 bucks. And we will do an hour, hour and a half. And basically, I just bring through whatever spirit's coming through. We find who that belongs to in the group, and you get a small reading. Not everybody's guaranteed a reading, but we can usually hit quite a few people in that time frame. So it's just a
Yeah.
good night. It's just a fun night of you hearing other people's stories and potentially having, you know, the opportunity to hear from your loved ones in a way
Yeah.
that's maybe a little bit more financially feasible for you. So that is something that I do want to start offering as
You
well.
actually just gave me a really good idea for my bachelorette party. I think that that would be really, really fun. We were talking about it. It would be interesting for us to just go to a psychic just because, like, somebody that doesn't know us at all, just to see, just for fun. Because it's been so long. Like, all my friends are like, I actually know true mediums now, true psychics now, who I know are so good and legit at what they do that I would only trust them, kind of thing. And I'm just like, but I do kind of miss the days where you're just like on Ventura Boulevard, like, and just going to like one of them
Dude, some
little
of my best readings
psychic
have been just like
shops.
randomly walking into some like weird place and them just like telling me my whole like life story. So
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think that would be so fun.
I think that'd be so much fun. But no, let's do like an actual reading. We'll get like Samantha or something like that. But yeah, I don't know.
That could be
Samantha maybe do
fun.
like, I don't know if she does tarot cards, or I guess you could do tarot cards too, but you're in like the bridal party, so I want you to relax for a night.
Yeah, and sometimes too, readings like almost like even I find sometimes you have to go outside of your friend group. Like,
Yeah.
you have to go outside to really get like a very like objective,
Yeah.
non-biased like
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
view on everything. But that would be so fun.
Yeah.
I think it'd be fun
I think
to
it'd
do
be fun
something like
too.
that.
Um,
But yeah, so stay tuned for that. It will be online and it'll be something that we can offer. Um, so
so just going through some of
that's
the
a great
questions.
question. How do you stop second guessing messages? I wish you
Oh
could
yes.
say, you know what? I can't say that. But for me, I'm still like, I was like, does it ever end? You have good days. I have good days and bad days. I have some days where I question like my ego is so at play,
Yeah.
and it like messes me up. And then I have other days where I just don't care and it flows so easily. I think honestly the key to it, and I know April and Samantha can attest to this too, the more you practice and the more you do it, um, and the more that you show yourself that you can do it, the easier it becomes to set ego aside and stop questioning yourself. It's
Yeah.
really all about confidence and just trusting that spirit, like trusting that spirit is giving you this for a reason, even if it sounds crazy, because it very well relates to the person that you're doing the reading for. Um,
Yeah.
so um, so I know April put in here practicing and building confidence comes with growth and typically avoid days you're on your last cycle. Very true. Very true. Um,
Also, thank you, Kathy, so much for your donation. Like, Kathy is such an amazing supporter. We're so glad to see you in the live chat and all that fun stuff. Kathy, you'll actually be getting a shout out on the next episode,
Kathy.
so stay
Yes.
tuned on the Mackenzie Villa episodes. I tried my best to shout out people.
Yeah, no, it's coming, guys.
It is, yeah.
It's coming. Um, Now, in regards to ability, I mean, if we're just gonna keep going on it, in regards to abilities for,
Yeah,
for people, if classes and all that's not feasible, I totally understand. It is what it is.
yeah,
The the best thing to try to, I guess, to start is figuring out um, where you're at, what you can do, and then how you can expand on it and grow on it. And I saw a lot of comments in the chat about how spirit potentially comes to them. So let's quickly talk about the difference. Psychic is very different than medium. They're not the same. Okay. So medium is the ability to communicate with spirit, and then psychic is the ability to tap into people in the living, their emotions, past, present, future. So they're two very different things. So please keep that in mind. That's so important. Um, so, and I know Sam commented it. All psychics, no, all mediums are psychic, but not all psychics are mediums or whatever. So not everybody can do all the things, and that's okay. It's really what was given to you when you came into this life and what you're going to develop.
mhm,
So I truly believe though that everybody's intuitive. Whether they lean into it or not, whether they allow it to happen or not, whether they even experience it, I truly, as human beings, we are all intuitive. We all can tap into things. We can all feel energy. I know every single one of you. I know you've walked into a place and be like, "This feels weird." Like that's tapping in right there.
yeah,
So everybody has that ability um, to have that intuition. Uh, as far as being a psychic, I still believe that I personally feel that people, um, whether the extent of what they can tap into may be different, but I do believe that because everyone can kind of tap into the energy around them, I do believe that people can tap into other people 100%. I don't, um, I agree that I think that everybody has that ability. And then of course, talking to spirits completely different. Um, I don't believe that everybody has the ability to communicate directly with spirit. Um, but it doesn't mean that you can't sense them. Does that make sense? Not everyone can sit there and have a full conversation with spirit, but you can definitely feel into that. Um, but then again, this is where it gets complicated because everybody has the ability to talk to their team, their spirit team that they have in this life, their designated angels and all of that. I do believe that everybody has that ability to tap into that. Just not everyone has the ability to say, "Hey, I can talk to your grandmother," basically. So there's a lot of different like rows and segues. It's
yeah.
very confusing. But um, as far as developing that, the first thing is just, figure out what you're good at. If
It's
you
gonna sorry, no, go ahead.
no, go ahead.
No, I was just I didn't wanna cut you off there. I thought that you were done with that bit, but I just wanted to say that, like, it's it's like I'm trying to figure out now what to say. Um, the ins and the outs of mediumship is a lot. Like, it's
Mhm.
a lot. But more so, like, what would you say to people who, they're just curious, like,
Yeah.
do I like, it's almost just like a thought, like, could I have a gift? Like, is there
Yes,
anything that they can do? And if the answer is no, that's totally fine as well. But like,
there
is there
is
anything that they
100%.
can do other than dive in to go to like a group and all that stuff and read books and stuff? Like, is there any like
For
fun
sure.
things? Like, I mean, I'm sure
Yes.
no, none of that
Yes.
was really rude of me, like, because I know that a lot
What
of our
fun
medium
things
friends
can
like
you
do these.
do?
I think that they're fun, but like, just like little things that take a few minutes or you could do with a friend, like, or something like that,
There's
that
so
doesn't
many.
cost money.
Yeah. Yeah. There's so many fun things that you guys can do to like tap into that. The f- if you're with a friend, right? If you have people that you trust that you feel like you would love to like practice on. Jade brought this up earlier. We when we're on road trips, we do this thing where we're like, what animal am I thinking of? You know? And that's where you have to quiet it down and try to tap into what animal your friend's thinking of. So if Jade's asking me, I'm like, okay, let me feel into this. And then where
Yeah.
is it coming from? Right? Because you don't know. Some people, and that's the hard part. So there's different ways that information can come to you, first off. Visually, so clairvoyance, audit like through your ears, so clairaudience. Um, you can just know, which is claircognizance. You just know the answer and you don't know how you got that. And then clairsentience, which is feeling it. There's a couple other senses like smelling and things like that, which are a little bit more rare, but it does happen. Um, but so that's where you need to really just like take a second and feel and see where the information is coming from. Are you immediately getting a picture of an animal? Are you hearing it? Are you feeling into like what this animal feels like? So, and that's fun too. And that's where you take your friend and you talk about it. Like you work with your friend who's thinking of the animal and
Yeah.
talk about it out loud. Talk about what you're working through. That's a good one. Um, Also predicting, items,
So,
things like that.
like, just an example of that, like what you were just saying there, what we would say is like, so let's say I'm thinking of like a penguin, right? And then and then you would be tapping into that and going, you would say something like, is this animal like live in a cold environment? And I'd be like, yes, so it's kind of like, but it's not like 21 questions or anything like that. It's genuinely like really focusing and like trying to get the message that's coming through. And
Exactly.
that's really fun. Like, I actually do
It's so
love doing that
fun.
on our road trips. That gets us through
No,
many, many hours.
that's so fun. It's just something fun and easy to do. You could do that with a lot of things, like guess what, have a deck of cards. I know April commented that, what card number is it, just so, guess not guessing, but tapping into the energy of the
Feeling it
item.
out.
Like
Yeah.
what am I holding in my hand, kind of thing. Um, I personally, when I
What
was
am I
really first
holding?
starting out, oh, dude, I suck at this game.
Hold on.
Wait, hold on. I was about to give a good one.
Okay, yeah, go
Oh,
ahead.
let's ask
Tell
the
us.
people.
Huh? Ask the people what?
What is Jade holding?
What am I holding? Hold on, I need to find something to hold first.
I want
Okay.
everyone,
Okay, I've got it.
and then I'll share after. Okay, Jade has something in her hand. What is she holding?
I'll
Take
give
a
you guys.
second.
We
All
need
right,
some
practice time,
thinking music.
everybody.
Let me get you guys some thinking music.
Oh, this is the old HPD music. That's so weird.
Oh, let me change it. This is more
Yeah.
meditative.
Okay. So if you're getting like a color, say if it's something, whatever color it is,
Oh, okay.
like? What does it feel like? Is it small?
It's not purple. It's not a paperclip. It's not a dice.
And I want you to add, if you can, if you're getting something and putting in the chat, tell me how you got it. Did you see it? Did you feel it? Did you hear it? Put that too with your stuff.
It's not an eraser. You guys, see, this is your ego coming in because you're like, she's in her office. She's gonna pick up a paperclip. She's gonna pick up an eraser. But you guys clearly haven't been into my office because that's not the type of shit I
It's the
keep around.
world's smallest vape.
Okay, I've got it in my hand. Okay, so coin. It's not a coin.
You
A
guys
dog
don't be
figurine.
hard on yourself. It's hard.
This
I'm a medium
is-
and I still suck at this.
I literally could have picked up something that was very easy, and I specifically picked up something that was very difficult that nobody's ever gonna get. So that's my fault. Something orange or yellow. Maybe I'll give you that. It's not a piece of jewelry. It's not a key. It's not a scooter. Definitely not a
Definitely
scooter.
Scooter. It's a
It's not a
miniature
scooter.
little.
It smells like
Big word.
plastic.
Oh
Doesn't
yeah,
really
that's a
smell.
good one. Yes. What does it smell like, you guys? I love it.
Animal.
Oh, you guys
saw
are already doing. You're all fucking. You're all
it.
good.
Samantha's marble. A duck. A USB
I like
pumpkin
this one. You
stone.
picked up nothing.
Animal figurine. No, guys. Oh, Mystery Man. It's a chocolate Christmas pudding.
Okay.
Mystery Man got it. Oh, sorry, you just pulled that up. It is.
Okay.
It's a little candy.
Well, look at the colors on it, right? So, take a look at it. Did you say it was small? Congrats. Was it
Yeah,
like
'cause you know
round?
it was small.
Was it? And you know what, Jay? Just let them
Round.
have it.
Right.
What does it smell? It smells. Oh, somebody put well, no, that's the wrong color. Sorry, I was trying to give it to you. What's on the wrapper again?
It's foil. But somebody
The
did say
foil?
it's cold, and it is cold because it's
you
like
go.
it's been sitting in my drawer since Christmas.
I love it.
It's now summer, so
Yeah, does it? A lot of people put silver, like paper.
Yeah.
So a lot of people said paperclip, which you could have been seeing silver. Which I mean, if you open it up, it's probably got foil on the inside.
yeah.
So you
And
gotta
if I
take,
eat
you gotta
it-
take a little piece.
Do you want to?
You
Do
should
you
eat
want
it.
some ASMR? Does that freak people out, or should I do it? It's been on my hand for so long that it's melted now. I just want to. I've never done this before. With this music, it's getting a little sexy in here. I feel it's getting maybe too much.
You should eat the candy.
I'm trying.
Everybody watch Jade eat this piece of candy.
Okay, now you guys.
Make her feel really uncomfortable. All eyes
It's
on
so
Jade.
melted. It's so gross. It's so
Hold on,
gross.
how long has it been sitting? How long has it been in there?
A year.
Oh my god. I'm already burping because it's like I can feel it. Goddamn. Goddamn. Oh, you see? Yes, everybody.
All right. Everyone wants me
tall-
to eat it, but it's
I'm-
got a
I'm
little
s-
surprise
I'm-
inside. It's got a little surprise inside. Do you guys know what it is? Yeah. Oh, I thought it still had some of the foil on it. It's not. It's the inside. Oh,
Just
hold
to
on.
touch on what Monica said, there are a lot of intuitive tests online that you could do. YouTube, TikTok. A lot of people offer fun testing, so you can do that. You enjoying that, Jade? Is it delicious?
Hold on.
Is it everything you could have ever hoped to dream for? Can I have
Hold
some?
on.
Don't. Stop. I don't like this. This is the part. This is.
It's popping candy. Sorry. I was trying to let everyone just tuning in, like, what the fuck am I watching? Popping candy. Yes. Oh,
I couldn't
it's
hear
still
shit.
going.
All I heard was.
Hold on. Well,
Welcome to Late Night ASMR with Mandy and Jade. Thank you for being here.
thanks for being here.
I can't believe that
And good night.
almost 300 of you have been here this whole time. Oh my god.
I actually kind of like the music. Okay. We need to talk about something else as much as I love mediumship. Oh, what have you got in your hands? Or were we supposed to guess that?
No, I was just doing this.
Oh. Can you do one for me?
And
then we'll move on?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Just because I want to join in.
This is a good one. All right,
so
everybody,
sorry.
get your thinking caps on. You ready?
I'm so
Let me grab it. Okay. I have it, and I'm going to push out the energy of this item. And again, rule number 1, drop what you think it is or feel it is or whatever, even if it's a color, the size, doesn't matter, just whatever you're getting. And then please put how you got it.
I already have it. I'm still popping
shit.
if anyone can hear that, but I do have it.
Okay.
It's yellow. It's pointy. It's about 3 inches tall. Is it any of those? Is it any of those?
Oh no, I don't know how to measure. How much is 3 inches?
This? I don't know how big your screen is. Is this
I will
like
give
3
one
inches?
hint. It is not yellow.
Okay. So we have.
It is a little pointy.
Okay. Is it a toothpick?
No. This is where Jade just starts guessing.
No, this
She's
is
not even tapped in.
Okay. Hold on. Let me tap in. All right. So, is it a fluffy pen?
No.
Okay.
No.
So, it's a little bit pointy. Hold on. Let me put the music back on because I felt
Yeah,
like
the
that
music.
was...
Put the music back on. Gets everybody in the mood here.
Yeah, I feel like this really does help when it comes to focusing. All right.
It's a cherub.
We're getting a lot of pencils. Pencils, pens.
This one's a hard one.
I think that it's... Okay, I'm starting to get something here. Bear with me, Mandy. I'm starting to get something here, and I'm starting to get something that it's actually very meaningful. Is it actually something meaningful? Like, it's not something like a pen that you could just throw away. Like, it's meaningful.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. I'm sorry. Some of these responses are fucking hilarious.
I'm like trying to focus. Hold on. Shape pens.
Everybody just gave up, and they're just like SpongeBob, McDonald's.
SpongeBob? Is it SpongeBob?
No, but wouldn't that be awesome?
I think, is it like a picture? Is it a picture?
No, it is not a picture.
Cardboard made of wood?
No.
Look, if you say it with enough confidence.
No, dude, I'm telling you, that's
me in a group reading. Did anyone have any family members who liked wood, a good grain of wood?
Keep going. But I went and saw, bless her heart, I went and saw a psychic medium one time do a live gallery, and she's been doing this for a long time. And she was up there and she straight up asked, this guy, she was like, I feel like so-and-so's coming through. Did her name start with an L, E, F, or J? And he was like, um,
That was her
and
full
he
name,
was like,
actually.
I mean, they're in there. And she was like, because I'm seeing all of those letters. Would any of those letters be in her first, middle, or last name? And I was like, what am I watching? He was like, I think so. Like,
Oh, that's so awkward.
it was so bad. It was so bad.
Okay,
You
so
guys are so, hold on. A lot of people, it's interesting. I'm getting a lot of Pokemon stuff. Like, people have been saying like Game Boy. I think that's so funny. It's not Pokemon related at all, but I kind of could see why you would think that.
does it weigh the same as a duck, though?
No. Okay,
Is it-
everybody's.
Is it my last brain cell I lost? I think everyone's just ready for it now. Does it use
Okay.
batteries? Woohoo.
No, I can see why some people relate it. Okay, so are we? This one's a tricky one. Are we ready?
Yeah. It's a dragon pin. Oh.
It's a little brooch.
Oh, that's
So
nice.
it is
That's
pointy.
cute. It is pointy, yeah. That's cute.
Was anyone close?
Is that the one that you got at the
This is
fair that we
shout out
went
to
to?
Exploring. Yeah, shout out to Exploring Harley.
Oh yeah, he bought you
Jeff,
that.
he got me this. So.
So cute. That's cool. I feel like it's so quiet without the
It's a
background
dragon.
music.
It looks like somebody's, it's like a little mini Charmander. I'll give that to you.
It is. It is kind of Pokemon-y, but it doesn't weigh the same as a duck.
No. So this is all psychic shit that we're doing right now. Another fun, just really quick, another fun one that I like to do, which I used to do this with my mom when I was really like doing the mediumship stuff. I would have her just Google just random like murders online and just look up
Okay.
anybody who had been murdered. No, because I wanted to tap in. So she would find a picture of somebody who was murdered, and I would have to feel into the picture of what happened to this person, where did it happen, what was their
Oh.
name. And I used to practice that way with my mom. So my mom would like find out the whole story about it and then tell me if it was right or wrong.
That's
And it was
actually
so
really
cool to be able to like
nice.
tap into the spirit and see if like,
Yeah, because you're
I was,
still
and that was,
working spirit. Yeah. So yeah, that's
that
a
was a
really
fun
good
one.
idea.
And you could do that with anybody, and it's super easy because it's online and it's super accessible. So
That's cool. I like that a lot, actually.
um
That was one that I haven't heard of. So very cool.
yeah.
Should we talk about, speaking of psychic stuff, we do need to move on to like our actual investigation. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Do you play D&D? Please say that you play necromancers. I do not. Right now, I am playing as a half wood elf. But that's also Boulder Gate 3. So I used to have 2 D&D groups a week that I would go to before Ghost Club, obviously, when I used to have friends and a life and be able to go outside and enjoy the sunshine and a barbecue and play some D&D. Now I just lurk in the shadows with my camera, like get ready at all times.
Watch out.
Yeah. Do we have any other D&D players out there? Like, genuinely curious. Mandy, I have not announced the new thing that I have that I bought for investigations, because you guys know that like we usually use like a 20-sided die, right? I feel like
Yeah.
most people do know that when we're like making decisions and we kind
Yeah.
of like call it like the fate. I'm so sorry. I still have chocolate on my fingers. But should I go grab it real fast? Because we didn't use it in our last
Yes, grab it.
investigations, and it's not gonna
Grab it.
like nobody's gonna
Grab it.
see it for ages.
Grab
Okay.
it. Grab it.
Go grab it.
And I'm
I'll
going to
go
talk
grab
to
it.
people about other things.
What?
Nothing. Keep going.
Okay.
What? So I don't know about you guys. I'm actually thinking of starting a small little channel where I just play video games and you guys get to watch me freak the fuck out. How do y'all feel about that? Like VR, scary games, because I'm such a baby. And I love playing video games. I think it'd be fun. Let me know your thoughts.
Sorry, I should have put the music on for that.
It's okay.
Okay, are you guys
I talked everybody's ear off.
Are you guys ready to see the new Dice of Fate music?
It would be on Twitch.
You guys ready for this?
Yeah, we're ready. Oh, look at that.
Wow. Sorry, I've not done my nails in 2 weeks, but look how cool this is.
Look at that bad boy.
Now that is a Dice of Fate right
You guys,
there.
my intrusive thought just makes I just want to grab it and I just want to fucking chuck it.
I would be, you don't understand how mad I would be if you'd done that. This is going to make all of our decisions going forward on paranormal investigations. And I hope you're ready for it.
I'm so excited. I promise
Okay,
I
I'll
will
turn the
not throw
volume
it.
off again. But I'm glad you guys liked it. Definitely going to have to premiere this at some point. But it feels so good. Okay. Let's just, for fun, should we just use it now for a second?
Yeah, fuck it. Let's go.
You guys decide
What
who's going
number
to get.
did it land on?
You guys decide who's going to get the highest number. Although technically I'm rolling for both of us. You ready? The
Yeah.
highest number needs to do what? You guys decide. What does the highest or the lowest number technically, because they would be the loser. So the lowest number needs to do what? Oh, and everyone's guessing numbers as well. Yes,
Yeah,
that's
give us
not
the
what I meant.
challenge.
But yes, that is good.
But
Okay.
yes.
Yes, also that because we're working on becoming mediums tonight. And I need you all to choose a number between 1 and 20. Okay. And then if you guys have a challenge for the loser, because I'm also going to roll for Mandy, then yeah, maybe you get to maybe you have to say tell your most embarrassing something story because we're freaking 8 years old. I don't know.
I have so many. We'd be here all night.
Blindfold challenge alone.
That is so
Ooh.
scary. Let's
Not
do
even
it.
under S's though, because that's even scarier.
I'm
Literally
so
just
scared.
sit in a room, maybe well, I was gonna say hands tied. Is that kind of weird? Because I feel like we would just be able to pull the blindfold off. Hands tied behind our backs with a blindfold on. Is that weird? Is that weird?
That's so scary. It's like when people handcuff themselves to things.
Yeah. I wouldn't want to handcuff myself to something in a location because I feel like I need to still know that I can run, even if it's with my arms behind my back.
Kristen, how dare you suggest that?
But what if there's a freaking, I don't know, earthquake or something like that, and we need to get to a safe location?
Yeah. No. Well, just okay. We have to. Okay, next investigation, we have to sit blindfolded by
In the
ourselves.
pitch dark. No, wait, because we're blindfolded.
We're blindfolded. Doesn't matter.
We need to. The loser has to be blindfolded in the pitch dark.
Oh, they're so scary. Oh, all the spirits are gonna come out of nowhere and they're gonna jump me.
Maybe that should be it. The loser. Okay, so the loser has to go blindfolded in the pitch dark. So even though, but to be fair though, I know that sounds stupid, but spirits tend to come out in the dark a lot more. So it's and I would feel more comfortable even if I was blindfolded if the room was lit. So being blindfolded in the dark does make you actually a little bit more vulnerable to what's lurking in the dark.
Yeah, I'm down.
All right.
I'm down.
Let's do
For
it.
how long?
I don't know.
15 minutes?
15 minutes? Yeah,
Sure.
15 minutes sounds
All
good.
right. 15 minutes.
15 minutes,
Okay.
yeah? Does that sound good to
Okay.
everybody?
Yeah, I think
Loser
so.
has to be blindfolded in the dark on our next investigation for 15 minutes.
With
Yeah.
nothing but themselves. And maybe one device. Some devices set up. So that way he could be
Something
even more
noisy,
scared
because
when
if you've
something
not got
goes
the
off.
yeah, because if you've
I'm already
not got the
stressed out.
headphones on, you want something noisy, because if you can't move, like, and a device is going off, that would be so scary because you won't be able to
That's a
see.
good one.
Huh.
That's a good one. That's a
Oh.
good one.
Oh. I think
Yo.
we should actually incorporate that in future investigations.
That's okay.
Okay. All
Oh,
right.
but you're only for me. That's not fair.
Have you got a dice? No, because you don't have a 20-sided dice.
Yeah. Okay, I'll just have to put my energy into it.
Yeah, just pop your
Where is
energy
it?
into this. I'll hold it back up to the camera so you can do that, okay?
Oh my gosh, and with the bell going, that's so scary.
Oh, no, I hate that bell.
All
Okay,
right,
you
here we
guys
go. I
ready?
hope you guys got your numbers locked and loaded.
You guys got
Okay.
your numbers? I also want you to say who you think is going to be the loser. Who do you think is going to have to do this challenge? Myself or Mandy? I didn't know
Who's
what
gonna
side you
have
were
to do
on.
this channel?
Who's going to have to do this challenge? Myself or Mandy? What number is going to land on? There's a lot of stuff. We're just really trying to help you improve your mediumship tonight. So, okay, I'm going to go first.
I mean, this is more psychic, but that's okay.
It's more psychic. Sorry, I know you said that in the beginning. I was too busy trying to Google razor scooters. All right, I'm ready.
Oh,
Ready?
look at all the people suggesting me.
Or do you know what I got?
For
you
you,
wanna see
what'd
what
you
I got?
Show me.
A 19.
19.
That's literally the highest, Mandy. Almost. Sorry, girl. It looks like you're gonna be blindfolded. Put your energy into it. Go on, I dare you. Lou.
Okay.
I'm seeing a lot.
I'm excited.
weird
Here we
things
go.
tonight.
I hope everybody is going to really, really enjoy however many minutes of me just being fucking terrified. Because I'm already going to lose. Okay, ready? I know. What if I do land on the 20 plum? Like, wouldn't that be crazy? All right. Here you go.
Ready?
Yeah.
9. I'm sorry, Mandy. You lose. Well, there you have it. The dice is clearly in my favor, so I'm enjoying this. Huh?
Congrats to everybody who said that I was gonna lose. You guys are all psychic. And congrats to anyone who got the the numbers right. I'm so scared. So the next investigation, we're gonna go investigate Jade's house, and I'm gonna set in her house blindfolded.
But you know what? To be fair, though,
do I get to? Yeah. What this person said? Can I bring Chester? Oh.
Sorry, I just totally clicked off your comment.
I'm only doing it if Chester gets to sit with me.
So, what was your comment? Sorry. Oh, you could use Chester.
Chester.
No, Chester's not coming with you.
What the fuck?
No, Chester, that wasn't like decided. No animals allowed in the room with you.
I'm gonna die.
Let's see.
Cool.
Okay.
So excited. I'm so, you know what though? I love being like the adrenaline that I get from being fucking terrified. So like,
yeah, you're gonna be amped up. You're gonna enjoy it. You're gonna love it.
I'm gonna be so scared. You guys, I hate, but also love being scared. I live for the thrill.
That's why you do what you do.
That's why I do what I do.
I was gonna say something though.
Has everyone lied to I feel bad. I feel like tonight's been all over the place, and
Yes.
it's been chaotic for Jade and everybody, so I just hope everyone's enjoying themselves, having a good time.
We definitely lost a few viewers. I don't know where we lost them at. It might have been the candy thing. It might have been the pop and candy part. The ASMR. Oh, shit.
That was it. That's what did it for everyone.
Honestly, like, I was, like, this close to not doing this live today. I was just like, "Can I do it? Am I mentally capable of doing it?" But I'm honestly so glad that I did come on tonight because this is, like, the most, like, normality, believe it or not, that I've had the
Need
past
this.
couple of weeks. So, yeah, really, really needed this. Thanks, guys.
It's been
Um,
good.
it was also the first time I looked in
Um,
the mirror in, like, 2 weeks, and I was like, "Whoa."
whoa.
I was like, "Shit."
Oh, did we haven't even talked to wait.
Yeah, we need to, like,
Have
talk
we
about
talked
the
about
episode at some point.
yeah, we haven't talked about the episode.
We haven't talked about it at all.
Oh,
It was so
girl.
boring. I'm kidding.
The episode fucking sucked. So
It was
lame.
anything but boring. But boring.
So lame. God, see Mandy fucking crying and Jade getting burned. How stupid.
I got so much pushback from that episode, from people telling me to
Really?
just quit because I was like, "I don't know if I can do this anymore."
What?
Yeah, and people were like, "Well, then just don't do it. If you question yourself about it, like, this isn't for you. Like, see ya. Bye." But at the same
Says the
time,
people who don't investigate.
says the people that don't investigate, or it's like one extreme to the other. Like somebody who's never done an investigation or probably doesn't even watch paranormal YouTube channels, honestly. They've just stumbled across. Or it's the guys who are like, I've experienced a demonic possession that was 10 times worse than this
I know
one.
exactly who you're talking about.
I don't even know who the person is, but like there's multiple people who comment things like that. Oh, yeah, you'll be crying when you're lifted up off the ground and thrown across the room like I've been 3 times. It's like, okay. All right.
It's so funny. It's so
Yeah.
funny. I can't.
So that's
Um,
what a lot of that was what attracted a lot of people that episode, sorry, attracted a lot of those people from what I saw anyway. But yeah,
yeah.
like just to kind of let you guys know, like the mind frame that I was in, clearly that was the third investigation that we had done in a row. And like granted, like the Garnet House was crazy active, but like it wasn't to the point that like I felt unsafe. And that's the reason why we kept on doing it. Um, and we were just like having a really crazy, spooky, fun time there. And then the Sally House, obviously, if you guys check that one out, that was the second episode in our Kansas series. That was where it was like, oh, this is still a fun investigation. And then until I got mildly possessed at the very end. And then that was the first time that that had ever happened. We talked about that on our last live. And um, and then to go straight from that to Whiteface House and have that happen within the first 20 minutes of being there. And it was just like insane. Like that to me was I've never been like scratched before or anything like that. And actually speaking of, last night I was sitting talking to my sister about how I haven't been like I'm like fine and stuff. And I'm like, yeah, like I've never been like nothing really messes with me on investigations like that, like physically. Um, and then I'm like, I'm fine. And then as I'm saying that, I start to feel like this burning. Shit you not, Mandy. I start to feel a burning on like above my foot. And I look and I've got a big scratch just starting to appear on my foot. And I don't know. I just looked at it and I was like, well, that hurts. And that was literally it. And then
What?
just, yeah, that I don't know what to do, don't know what to think of it, like,
No,
I'm just
dude.
trying to just ignore it, you know? But it was really, really weird. Very, very
Um,
strange.
that's
And I've not had, like, anything happen to me, like, since I got back from Kansas, really, you know?
that's really, really interesting that you say that.
Ah, fuck
And
off.
I know.
What?
I promise I'm not trying to make this about me at all, but I had a situation similar to that last week, and I didn't
Mm,
talk. I like didn't tell anyone about it.
mm.
When I
What
was
happened?
taking pictures for the thumbnail, my arm started burning, and I was like, mm-mm. And then remember I told you like a lot of shit went down in my house. Um, yeah. So I had a very similar thing happen, but it was up here
While you were
um,
taking pictures
for the
for
thumbnail.
the thumbnail for that episode?
Hmm.
Oh, that's so weird because I haven't talked
Yeah.
about it, like, in my house at all until, like, last
Yeah.
night, and then that's when that scratch appeared. I'm gonna see it. I've not actually looked at it today because I'm just like I just wanna kinda ignore it, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Hmm. I mean, like, I feel like to, like, some people, it's just, like, a little scratch, but it's, like it was deep, you know, it's red, like, you can see that it's just drawn. It's not like it wasn't, like, gouging with blood, but it was about that big, and it was, like, real sharp, you know?
Mhm.
So weird.
Dude, that's
Um,
fucking trippy. Um, and it's one of those things where I know some people have commented, I what I truly believe is happening is that Jade and I have made really deep connections during our time there with what we've encountered. I don't believe it is an attachment per se. It's more of I want to call it a connection.
yeah,
That's what it feels like. Um and it's been very interesting, and it reminds me of similar to what I was experiencing with Goldfield and Tonopah. It's just
yeah.
like it's that connection. You make that connection, and it's almost like I don't know. And I think that when we're done with this series, I think that that will die down for sure.
Yeah,
Um,
totally.
because we won't
And
be open to it at that point.
yeah, no, I totally agree. I
Yeah,
think that
like a
once like
stalker.
Kansas is like behind us officially, like after this last episode that goes out, I'm freaking myself out now.
No, and
I
listen,
forgot that I took this dice out my backpack and my backpack's right there and I just saw it at the corner of my eye and was like
yeah,
because
we're
it's
all
not supposed to
scared.
be.
We're all scared. Well, it's I had an interaction with whatever this thing is in my house the other day after that happened that I had to. So I don't get to do it a lot on YouTube, but I am a trance medium, so I do channel quite a bit, but legit I had to let Archangel Michael work through me in my own home, and it was a very wild experience. I felt very privileged to do that, but I actually had to I had to force this thing out of my home because it kept fucking showing up, and it'll
Yeah.
be back. It'll be back for sure.
Yeah.
But uh,
It's
it was
it's a weird
a trip.
situation though because it also feels like this spirit or dark entity or whatever, like, actually, it's not like it hates us or anything like that.
Nope.
That's the weird thing about this one. Like,
Mhm,
usually with these kind of, like I mean, you're saying, like, it's not so much of an attachment, but it lingers, right?
mhm.
And
Yep.
Gareth, your display picture is freaking me out. It's the terrifier. It's a terrifier. Anyway, I just like glimpsed at it and I was like, ah, I thought it was a picture of the grinner. Freak me out. I'm so
Not
freaked out.
again.
Okay. Yeah, so it's not like it's like that. It's like it likes us. And that's odd as well. You know, this
Mhm,
thing likes us and it wants our attention and it wants us to
mhm,
make it grow bigger because we do have the capability of giving this thing a lot more power, you know, and we've just kind of been pushing it off. Um,
mhm.
but at the same time, like this is, you know, it's weird. It's like having like a friend who you don't really want around, but then you feel sorry for them kind
Yeah.
of thing, you
It's
know?
like what April's saying. It's literally like we call them stalkers connected by string theory. Yeah. So like it's like you create
Interesting.
that attachment and or that connection, and then they and that's what it feels like. It feels like I don't know if you feel the same, but I feel like I'm being stalked for sure.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, and that's
I'm
why it's
it's
easy
crazy.
to ignore as well, though. It has
Oh
been
yeah,
easy
for
easy
sure.
to ignore, you know?
Yeah, you
But
can just like whatever, you can just like shut it down. But what happened the other night, like I it struck a nerve in me because it fucking scared me, and I was like, oh, you guys think I got anger issues? Like the way that I fucking turn in my own house and just
your
fucking was like,
neighbors must be
I
like,
was like, it's like my neighbor below me probably thinks of like some terrible, that poor guy below me, the things that happen in this house. Um, um, yeah, so it's, and I think that we're just it'll be something that eventually you'll get bored, right?
yeah.
And it'll move on. But I think that that connection will always be there now,
Yeah.
no matter what.
So, Gareth, we're not talking about mediumship right now. We're just talking about like attachments, like what this thing is that followed us from investigation to investigation on our Kansas series, the episodes that we just done. And I do believe it to be the same. I don't know about Sally House though. Like Sally House, I don't know. I think I have a feeling that Sally House is I feel like that thing that we connected with at Garnet House definitely came with us to the Sally House. But I do not feel it's so hard to tell because I feel like they're both the same type of entity,
Mhm.
but not the exact same thing, if that makes sense. But I feel
Yeah.
like whatever is at the Sally House is different and
Yes.
is
Yeah.
didn't like me at all. And I feel like this other thing that was at the Garnet House and then was also at the Whiteface house, not that it doesn't it's not like it hates me, it just I don't know what it is, dude, I don't know. This whole entire thing,
Now,
it's
I
like
think Sally is what's at the Sally House is of a similar realm to what's at Garnet and Whiteface, but different. Sally is different, but of the same energy. Does that make sense?
yeah,
Um,
totally.
and I do believe that it is attached to Justin. Um,
Yeah,
but
it wouldn't surprise me.
every time it can form connections with new people,
Right.
hence us. Um, and I feel like that's been happening too a lot. I know like Victor and Kelsey have both apparently their names have been called out at these locations after they left. So, it's almost like it's now that it has access to other people other than Justin and Austin, it's like,
Mhm.
what, like where can I literally attach my little tentacles to? So
Yeah. Yeah.
that's creepy.
It's kinda scary because, we don't understand it fully. We're just piecing together what we've experienced. That's all we really can do. Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. But I'm sorry that that happened to you in your home. It's very scary. Um,
Yeah, more
and not
weird than
okay.
anything. It didn't I don't know. It was almost like when the scratch appeared, it was just like I kinda knew exactly what was going on, you know? And again, just was just like, "Well, like, what
Yeah,
the fuck can I do?" You know?
yeah,
So,
yeah.
yeah. But we have
But
investigated since these, Kansas episodes,
mhm,
and we have we tried our hardest. I think only one thing came through that did connect to Kansas, and I shut it down instantly and was just like, "We're not going there. Let's move on. Next room." Like, we just left the room. Like, yeah. So, I'm really, really just ready to put Kansas behind me. I mean, I wasn't kidding. I called it Kansas, no place like hell. It
no, for
literally
real.
was hell. So, yeah, but it was fun.
Yeah.
I won't go back. I might go back maybe one day, but like not to Sally House. That's where I draw my line. Out of those three, what one do you Sally House you think was probably the worst?
Yeah. Yeah, Sally House is definitely energetically, that house is fucked, and I would be happy if I never had to go back there. Like that place gives me the heebie-jeebies. Like it's just
Yeah.
not good
Yeah.
at all.
Yeah, but we were, like, getting creative, though, like, we were finding, like, interesting, fun places, that are still entertaining, but just not, like, your darkest, deepest demons and nightmares live here.
Yeah,
Just for a
exactly.
couple episodes, you know, just for a couple
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
episodes. We'll be back doing the heavy stuff later, but, yeah, it's such a vulnerable place for us to be, especially both crying on an episode back to back, like, is that fun? You know?
Sucks.
It
Everyone
got a
thinks you're little
little
bitches.
it got a little heavy, you know, especially the Whiteface house was such a heavy episode. Um, I think that in a whole, I feel like with the Whiteface house, a lot more research needs to be done into this house, and I feel like Justin has to go down there and dig. And I don't know what that would do to the energy of the house, if it's gonna disrupt anything. I don't know what his plans are with that. I know he started to dig for a little bit, and then I can't
Mhm.
remember because he told us this in person. I can't remember what the reason was of why he stopped. I think he needed, like, a bigger like, a digger or trying to figure out how to get, like, a
Yeah.
bigger, like, piece of machinery down there or something.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, so yeah, it was a lot.
Yeah. No, it was a lot. And I agree. A couple of people commented about they're glad that we didn't open the portal, the mirror portal at the house. And I
Oh,
definitely think that
yeah.
was a good call.
Oh, yeah, could you imagine? They would have been so mad. Seriously.
um, and just to ask, because I've actually had a lot of people, this is just like a side note, I've had a lot of people ask about mirror work. I don't necessarily think that that's something that can be taught. I That was taught to me literally by my spirit team. They showed me how to do that. Um, but so I don't recommend people just doing that stuff. But that is something that has been very near and dear to my heart that I've worked a lot on with my team. So please don't go around opening mirrors just for fun. 'Cause- um, but and at the Garnet House, we asked, Justin was fully on board with doing that and wanted to do that and wanted to push those limits. So um,
Yeah.
but yeah, Whiteface house, not a fan. House sucks. I mean, it's a great investigation house. I just think that the story behind, I just think all the badness there, just, nah,
It was heavy. It was the most
it's
heavy
very
house,
heavy.
like, the second you walk into it, you feel that. It's insanity. Like, it's a sickening house. You'll
Hmm.
feel sick to your stomach when you go in there, even if you didn't know the story. It's a weird feeling. It's
Yeah,
oh, it's heavy. It really is. And then
it's
we didn't obviously, Barrier Beyond and Kelsey went, I think, like, a week and a half after us, um, and they done an investigation. And by the way, just so you guys know, like, yes, we were friends, yes, we collaborate, but we don't, like, talk about our investigations or anything like that, really. And just the fact that, like, what they got made so much sense to what we got. They released
mhm.
their episodes, or I don't know. I know Barrier Beyond it. They released theirs before ours went out. And then when I was watching in the premiere, I was like, oh my God. Like, there was a lot of connections. And I haven't watched all of Twin Paranormal's episode there at the Whiteface house. But I've seen a lot of comments on our video saying that they also got a lot of similar stuff and stories. Like, the story is the same, it sounds like, and
Yeah,
that's like 3 different, 4 different, oh, technically 3 different investigations at that location. Like,
very
nobody
similar.
is making that kind of story up, you know what I mean? It's
Yeah,
too dark, it's too heavy, it's not necessarily what people want to hear or watch, and it's like, but it keeps on getting brought up. And it really
yeah,
does make you just go, "Oh, man," like, something bad, really, really bad happened
There's
there.
so much more to that story and so much more to what's happened there, and I don't know if people will ever get the answers that they truly need from that place just because of how possessive, whatever there is there, how possessive it is of the property
Yeah,
and of the spirits there. So
right. And
it's
then Plum's
crazy.
just asking, can you elaborate on spirit team? So just in a nutshell, like, I mean, we
Yeah.
all have our own spirit guides who work with
Yes.
us and protect us, all that kind of stuff. And
Yeah.
they're the ones that we talk about when we talk about our spirit team. Like everybody each has their own like team on the other side guiding them through, right?
Mhm. Yep.
Did I say all that right?
Yeah. 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 Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
The
I'm
fun part
learning, Mandy.
you got this. The fun part is though that I like about it is that your spirit team can be lit up like made up of literally anything. So I like some people have like creatures and angels and alien like it's so cool.
Yeah.
So
Mandy
there's
works with
yeah.
dragons
Mhm.
and aliens.
Mhm.
Yeah. And obviously your grandparents, they're part of your spirit team.
Yeah.
Angels.
Angels, yeah. I've collected quite a few over the
Yeah.
years.
You gotta write like a you need to do like a comic book. Oh my god, that would be so much fun.
That'd be
If
cool.
anybody if anybody does comic books out there, Mandy and I would like our own comic book. Please.
Please, somebody
Please.
draw me.
Oh my gosh, that fan art that we got, we've only had like
That
one
was
person
so
draw. Oh
cool.
my god, that was so cool.
So
Like I was
fucking
losing my
cool.
shit. It was so fun.
I
I
loved
love
it.
that. If
I
anybody
love
can draw, I want it for my office.
so awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, make us some artwork. Um, but yeah, we could talk about I like another episode or live that we do. Spirit teams are so fun, and there's ways that you can tap into your own like which you can do if you can through meditation. That's one way, but you can also
Yeah.
ask them to show themselves to you. But you can figure out who's on your own team and who's working with you, and it's a fun one. It's a fun
Yeah.
one.
So kind of like past life regression, right? So for people who don't know what past life regression is, you're basically it's kind of like a therapy session, and you go under somebody will guide it, and usually a medium, right? It's like usually a medium
Yeah,
will guide
usually
your
some sort
past
of
life.
energy worker.
Yeah, energy
Yeah,
worker, something of the sorts.
you got it. It's
And
all the realm.
it's almost like they kinda, like, hypnotize you into, like, going backwards in time and, like, recovering your past life and who you were, in another timeline, and so that's kinda, like, another thing that you can do is you can do, like, meet your spirit guides. And it's
Hmm.
essentially the exact same thing. You basically just kind of go under like this kind of hypnosis and they'll guide you and they'll tell you like go through this door and who do you see or things like that. And it's really, really cool. So I definitely highly suggest if you haven't done that. I've never done the spirit guide one before, but I really, really want to. Yeah. But
Yeah, no,
do
it's
you
a
do you
fun
offer that,
one.
Mandy?
I do. Past life regressions. I don't that one I don't just freely offer because that one's a little bit of a heavy
They're
hitter. So
intense.
that one I'd
Yeah,
have to like kind of like vet and make sure that
yeah,
everybody's good for that. Um, but yeah, and I agree with April. Seeing somebody who has trauma, who's trauma informed or grief informed, things like that. Because past life experiencing your now, see it that's a little bit different than say somebody telling you like, oh, you did X, Y, and Z. A true past life regression will actually take you like you will drop into a space and you will go through your past life as if you were literally there. That's what a true past life regression is like. And that one can be very, very, very heavy because you're experiencing the emotions of that life. And so it's a lot. It's a
yeah,
it's a lot. But can totally I love taking people through trances and guided meditations because it's a lot of fun and we can do a lot of fun things with it. Um, like which we should do with you, Jade. We should have you meet your spirit team. Um,
Yeah, it'd be fun because all I know that is that I have my nana and granddad, like, especially my granddad. Like, he seems to just always be there, as you guys know. It's kinda getting to the point that, like, when he does come through or if I bring him up, I'm like, "Oh my god," like, people out there must be like, "Oh, she's talking about her granddad again, just get over it."
all that granddad.
You
He
know,
is
but
he is a part of this ghost club just as much as anyone else.
he totally is. He is at this point, like, you can't get rid of granddad, like, he's there forever now. But yeah, I think it would be cool to, like, find out that I have some, like, cool creature, you know? Yeah.
It's
I
really
probably have,
cool.
like, something stupid, like a sea
Hmm.
cucumber as my spirit guides.
I know some people, you know what though? Some people do get really disappointed when they see who's on their team, and I'm like, why? It's cool. Like, just embrace it.
Thank you so much for your donation. We
Thank
appreciate you.
you.
A woman I was seeing died, literally a week before our Valentine's Day plans. Oh my gosh. Is there a way to know if she's on my spirit team or if she hasn't passed on? Interesting. First off, I'm sorry to hear that. I think just what we were saying about maybe I think the only way that I've ever really been able to like the fastest, easiest way to figure that out would just be going to see a um Sam said it earlier. She gave me the proper name. Now I can't find it. Oh yeah, regression hypnotherapist. And they're going to be able to help you, or Mandy can help you, or
Yeah,
Samantha can
I
help
mean,
you, and I'm
anyone
sure
could,
April does it
yeah.
too.
And
Yeah,
that's the thing too, where, this person can also work with themselves, and too, that's an
totally.
option, and try to feel
Ask.
into the person who passed and
Mhm.
listen to if they have anything to say to you about what they're doing. I think it's very possible.
Or just ask as well. Like it
Mhm.
doesn't hurt, you
Yeah,
know?
just ask. Yeah,
It doesn't hurt. I
ask
remember
for a sign.
because with my granddad, like for me, and I know it's 10 o'clock, guys. We'll wrap up here in a few. It's not, we ain't got nowhere to be. For yeah. Anyway,
Eh.
um, I always, ever since I was really young when my granddad died, like I always thought white feathers. I always connected white feathers with him, and I don't know why, because I was only 11 when he passed away. So it's not like I knew about mediumship or knew about white feathers or anything like that.
Yeah.
And every now and then I would find one. It wasn't like anything crazy. And then when Samantha, the medium who's in the chat, came over to my house and we were talking, and that was the first time that anybody had ever brought through my granddad. And it was the things that she was saying was insane. I've talked about this a few times about this moment, right? And it was very, very life changing for me. And she said to me, I remember so specifically at the end of that, it was like 2 hours. I was crying. We're in my kitchen. I'm just like trying to like drink my coffee, like, oh. And then at the end of that, she said, just so you know, your granddad's always with you. And I was like, okay, like that's a really nice way to wrap it up, you know? And I didn't disbelieve anything that she had said to me, but I don't know why. But that right there was just like, but he can't be with me all the time. You know what I mean? And that was kind of sad. And I did kind of ask myself that, like, is he really there with me, like all the time? And then she actually did say on every investigation he's with you, right? And I was like, is he there on every investigation? Because I don't know if he would really have been into that, you know?
Mhm.
And then I left and went to the UK at like the week after. um she gave me that reading. I left and I went to the UK and I was filming for the show that I was doing for Travel Channel, and we done 7 investigations in the course of like 2 months or so, 2.5 months. And I shit you not, this is how I know for a fact that he is on every investigation with me, and he is, first off, like actually okay, and he's on every investigation with me and he's part of my spirit team, was because on every single investigation I found a white feather. And I'm not just talking about a random white feather, just
Mhm.
like out in like the woods, you know. I remember this one so specifically because it was like I'd found one every single day for like the first 3 investigations. And then I remember on my 4th, I can't remember if it was my 4th or 5th investigation, it was 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm in the elevator going back up to my hotel room by myself. And I remember thinking, huh, I never got a white feather today. Oh, maybe like that was just a massive coincidence. And then all of a sudden, from inside the elevator, a white feather just came like this right down in my face. And I was like, where the hell did that come from? Like, and I was like, oh my God. It was like he just got right into my head, read my thoughts, and was like, Here's your white feather. Like I am like, stop
Yeah,
questioning it. Just let it
there
happen.
you go. See?
Yeah. And it was just like, wow, okay, I'm never questioning that again. Never.
Yeah.
And when my nana was passing away, when she got taken into the hospital and stuff like that, and this is quite early on when she got taken into the hospital, for days there was white feathers coming into the room and literally floating around her, just floating around the bed, white feathers floating around the bed. Nurses seen it, family members saw it, and everyone was like, wow, that's not normal. Clearly.
I love
So
that
yeah.
though.
Yeah, so it shows up in many
I love
total
it.
different
Yeah.
ways. Yeah.
And I love that because I know some people, or at least I hear this from my mom all the time. She'll get upset because she'll be like, gosh, I asked for a sign and I don't get one. And so it's not happening for me. And it's so easy to drop into that mindset when it
Totally.
doesn't happen the way that you think it's going to happen. I
Yep.
guarantee, I can 100% spirit is always giving you signs when you ask for them. It's just, it may not be in the way that you expect it. And
Mm.
so you have to pay attention to those things. Or it could end up being like Jade's granddad, where he's like, "Oh my God, here's your fucking feather. Look, see, I'm here," like
Yeah,
dropping it down in the elevator.
it is so in
So
your face, like, it's crazy, but then again, without spoiling anything, we did do an investigation recently where I was trying to contact a family member and it wasn't happening. And I don't think I should have done that. Like, looking back at it, I don't know how I'm gonna edit that, like, I'll probably cut a lot of it out because it's really sad. It's really, really sad. I don't know why I ever thought that that was a good idea because it's sad when they don't come through.
I know.
Um, but we got a lot of other evidence, so holding on to that for sure.
Yeah.
But it is sad, but it's like that
Yeah,
just one it's you can't push it. You can't push it. It
exactly.
happens at the
That's
right
the funny
time.
thing.
It happens when you are ready, even if you feel ready. If spirit's not showing themselves to you, it's because it's not the right time. Or they're not
Exactly.
ready. Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
No, exactly. I love that. I'm glad you said that.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
So, this is where we're just gonna pretty much open the floor to any questions that you guys have for us. Yeah, just for fun. We honestly, like, we see all the questions coming in. Trying to keep up with it is difficult, but this isn't really supposed to be like a Q&A. Like, this whole like 2 hours isn't just supposed to be like ask questions and we answer. I find that a little bit boring sometimes. And then for the people who aren't watching live, like, I also want them to enjoy it kind of like a podcast, let's tell stories and this kind of thing. And yeah, so at the end, I feel like we should definitely, for the 263 people who are still around, which is crazy,
Crazy.
ask your questions. This is the time.
Yeah.
Hold on. This is the time.
This is the time.
Did you say the different one? What one? This one?
I do agree, though, we should do a live at some point because a lot of people want that. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, I kind of like this one. So you got Jimi Hendrix. Okay.
Yeah, guys, we love the live
Mandy.
at some point.
Mandy. Oh, I clicked the wrong one. So Mandy, I know spirits can travel through mirrors, but is the same thing possible? Proof cameras out of television. Okay, so they can travel through mirrors. Can they travel through television? Like The Ring? In a nutshell.
Everyone's going to say something different. That's totally fine. In my experience, I do believe that they can travel through televisions.
Okay. They can travel through television.
Like anything that you are actively putting your energy into, I think that can be a portal. So that could be a lot of different things, but I do believe in that, yes. And because I've experienced that myself, 100%. So I agree with that. Yes.
Favorite food to eat on the road? Chains or mom and pops? Chain. Oh, Jesus, got really aggressive there. It's this music, rock music. It's like windmilling in my office. Okay. Favorite food to eat on the road, chains or mom and pop shops? So like chains being Chuck E. Cheese.
Yeah. Chuck E. Cheese.
McDonald's, things like that, or mom and pop shops. You know, usually it's really boring. Usually it's Starbucks in the morning, and we'll always hit a McDonald's. We'll always be able to find a random McDonald's wherever we are, and that's pretty much it. We don't really sit down.
Burger King.
Or Burger King, yeah, Burger King. We'll stop there. It's very, very unhealthy when we are on the road. We're really not thinking about what we're eating or anything like that. And we usually bring snacks. Anyway,
unless it's the Mizpah Hotel where we go and eat at the nice restaurant down there.
That's true. We always make an exception at the Mizpah Hotel. We treat ourselves there for sure. They got amazing food for being out in the middle of the desert. So good. Ooh, okay. Let's see.
Burger King. I'm so hungry. That sounds so good.
What did you have for dinner tonight?
I haven't had dinner.
Oh, man.
I got home at 7:30 and then had to quickly do my face a little bit and then hop on here.
This is given Taco Bell commercial 1999.
Yes.
Totally.
Yes.
I feel that.
Oh, Taco Bell. Oof.
Have you ever had a teacher to teach you how to use your gifts, Mandy?
Yes, actually. I have quite a few people to thank. One of them is in the chat today. April Nicole. Shout out April. And Tony, I'm the kind of person, I've invested a lot of money into the teaching. So her, Cindy Keza, Tony Stockwell, all kind of like the big well-known names, but they were all wonderful and really helped me develop my gifts. But yeah.
Will y'all ever host a GC or a CGP, Club Goes Paranormal, meet and greet? Yeah, I think so. I mean, like, me and Mandy met when I'd done the first ever, like, what's the word I'm looking for? This music is totally putting me off. I'm sorry. Me and Mandy met at a paranormal convention where I was doing a bunch of stuff for it. And that was technically supposed to be like a meet and greet, but like only like 2 people showed up for me. Honestly, well, maybe there was more, but like they just never like said anything. But yeah, it wasn't a meet and greet because I was also holding. Oh, Mandy, that's so sad. But like, yeah, I don't know. Did you not have anybody show up for you? No? Oh, we can. Okay, let's change the subject.
Really? No, I'm gonna start crying, laughing. Nobody.
Nobody? You were with Not
a single fucking person. It was so embarrassing.
Oh man. Well, I remember I had 3 people show up for me technically, and one of them. Oh, sorry, I just realized how far away I was. One of them abandoned ship on the first investigation and ended up hanging out with another investigator after me for the first time. So that's not very good.
Hey,
we still talk now. We talk now.
Stinks.
And then One of them I'm still friends with, and then the other one had a really bad friendship with. So yeah, I've not really had much luck from meet and greets. It's been kind of sad.
Oh
I
my
would
God.
probably rather nobody showed up at this point, Mandy. Consider yourself lucky.
We could.
Nah, I think if we had like a legit Ghost Club one, because that wasn't even through
Yeah.
like that was a bunch of different paranormal groups, and this was like talking like a couple years ago now,
Ooh.
almost.
Ooh.
What is it?
Oh, sorry. Spirit just came right fucking through. I can't hear out of my right
Is it Jimi
ear.
Hendrix?
And oh my God. Oh, girl. Sorry. That was like fucking cold. I lost hearing in my right ear. Oh,
I just can't take it seriously with this music.
sorry. Rock on, baby. Rock on.
Is it somebody's like in the chat? Is it like somebody?
Honestly, people come through. My house is just so open. People come in and out all the time. Oh,
So just a little
so
passerby.
weird. Just a little passerby, yeah.
But
Watch out! That's what that felt like.
But Shannon, to
Right.
answer your question, yes, we will have a Ghost Club meet and greet at some point. And we just haven't figured that out yet. We actually want to do like a proper event. I think that would be really fun. So not just like a meet and greet, just like, hi, come say hi to us and take a picture. Like, I want to actually have like an experience, you know? We talked about doing like a slumber party where we literally all stay the night with each other, because
Fuck
that's doesn't sound scarier or anything like that.
That would
But
be
I don't
so
know.
fun.
Yeah, I want to have
you
like a
guys wanna have a
proper
sleepover?
experience, you know?
You guys want to come hang out?
Yeah, I want to like hang out and like have deep conversations and like tell me everything about you.
I love it. I love it.
Sorry, I was hung up on that one for a while. This was supposed to be fast. The music's like
Let's fucking go. Yeah, slumber
Okay.
party at a haunted location, you guys. We're trying. We're trying.
We're really
you know
trying.
what? A lot of people are saying they also felt something when that happened to me. That's cool.
What
I love
happened?
I
My
love that. So I'm a
God.
projector. I'm a huge projector. So like my shit is just out there, and so a lot of people like will yeah. I'm not surprised. That's cool. I'm like, everybody experience what I'm experiencing. Here you go.
You can keep it on your site. I don't want anything. It's too late at night. Favorite pre-investigation drink? Coffee or energy drinks?
For Jade, that's gonna be a Dr. Pepper.
Always.
Always, but it's gotta be from the fountain.
Yeah, I'm
If
trying to
it's
get
not,
there.
it's a little testy for her.
Yeah. These like just get me by, but like before an investigation, like an actual fountain Dr. Pepper, I don't know what it does, but I could be sick, have a headache, I could be travel sick, I could be complaining, I could all that, and then I'll have a Dr. Pepper and I'm like, ready, let's go, and I'm fine. And yours is a Red Bull.
No, for real. I've
sugar-free.
actually seen her come back to life after
Like,
a fountain drink.
actually.
Like from being dead. She's just like, hi. And I'm like, whoa. How did she get so fine?
It's literal medicine for me. It's disgusting, Mandy. I can't stop drinking Dr. Peppers. Anyway, I really can't.
I love a good sugar-free Red Bull, baby.
Sugar-free Red Bull. But I'll tell you what. Okay, you want to hear something crazy? In the UK,
Yeah.
they don't have Dr. Pepper on draft. Right? What?
Yeah, what? Why?
It's horrible.
How dare you?
So, what I have on an investigation in the UK is, anybody from the UK will know exactly what I'm talking about, but I drink Lucozade Sports, and it's like the berry flavored one, and like, oh my gosh, I drink like 2 of those a day.
Crazy.
Yeah, that's because they like keep you hydrated. They're kind of like Gatorades, but like a little. They got more of a kick than Gatorade. It's not as watery kind of thing.
Huh.
They're very, very good. You should try one sometime
Interesting. I don't know.
when
I'm
we
so
go.
like weird with drinks.
No, you like this because it's like hydrating, like electrolytes and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't like a lot of sugary things. Like sugar drinks.
It's definitely not sugary like soda. It's not soda. Anyway.
I have to try it. It's just gonna take me.
Any advice for a medium going to Bobby Mackey's? Is that place still around? I thought it was...
It's getting ready to close. By like into summer. Sorry, I'm choking on nothing.
I'm turning the
I could
volume
use
down. I'm
a
still gonna
Dr.
keep the
Pepper.
rock music. You could. Oh my god, look at your Ghost Club merch.
Sorry.
Is that an official Ghost Club mug you have there?
Welcome to the new edition of Stanley Cups. May I present to you the Ghost Club Paranormal Cup. Comes in the shade of green with the logo on it.
Aww, you just slapped a big... When did you get a Stanley? When did you become a Stanley girl?
I have 2 Stanleys. Oh, this is my home Stanley, and then my orange one is my work Stanley.
My gosh. You know that like these ones on Amazon, they're like $20 and they do the exact same thing.
You know what? This one was a gift. Okay.
Okay, I'll give you that.
The other one I definitely bought. Because it
'Cause you
had
needed
a straw, and because my teeth went through hell and back, and I needed a straw.
I get
And it came in orange.
That's cute. Yeah, that's a cute color, I guess.
Any
I'm
advice
so
for
far
medium
behind.
Bobby Mackey's? Just be on your toes. I'm literally just telling you what I just heard. Just be on your toes. Get
I was
prepared.
like, what's with the accent?
Sorry,
Who is
I don't
that?
know.
Is that a spirit from Bobby Mackey's? That was not okay, Mandy. That was so scary. Just be on your toes.
Be on your toes. Be ready. Have fun, but be on your toes. What?
Watch your
Who
back.
are you? Watch your back. Watch your 6 is what I heard.
Watch your
very
what?
Specific. Watch your 6. So like your back. But like that's a military term. So watch your 6.
Oh.
So sorry. I know. So whenever it gets late and the sun goes down, I get more weird as time goes on. I apologize.
Any other question, guys? We are wrapping up here shortly. This is
I did
probably
want to be a
one of
voice
our longest
actor.
ones. That's true. Can you do
throwing that
your
out there.
Scottish accent for everyone?
I can't do Scottish accents.
Come on, just a little bit.
A little bit. No, that's see, it's English. It's a default to English. It's Tuesday, isn't it? Was that good? Did you like that?
No. No,
It's
you sound like a little
Tuesday,
chimney sweeper every time. You're like a little like yeah, you're like straight out of like Sweeney Todd, like little Londoner chimney sweeper. That's not Scottish.
I don't know how to do Scottish. I can't like get it.
We'll need to practice on that.
I need to hear it and then I can do it. Can you be as Scottish as possible right now? And I'll try.
Me?
Yeah. Say like the most Scottish thing you can do. Let me try.
I literally don't know.
I don't know, talk like your dad for like 2 seconds.
Talk like my dad?
Yeah, like super Scottish.
I don't know. Hold on.
I don't know.
I'm trying to think.
Yeah,
I don't know. All right. Hi. Yeah. How you doing?
Jade.
I was very Scottish when I first came here. I put this voice on.
Embrace Shrek.
Freaking fraud. I'm going home. Back to Scotland.
Embrace Shrek.
Hold on.
I don't know. This is hard.
No, I need to look up what does Shrek say.
Jade is Scottish and she can't like.
Hold
Oi.
on.
Oh, okay, somebody put it. Let me try it. Oh. Oi. No, see, I can't. I can't fucking. I have to mimic. Yeah. I'm a voice mimic too. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
is somebody writing?
Do sure. Sorry guys. Tangent.
This is so
Bear with us.
bad. I'm trying to scroll down.
I can't even do. If I hear it, I can try to mimic it. Can do something proper.
Jade.
I can get out of my swamp.
Well, Shrek in Scottish, even though Shrek is supposed to be Scottish, it's still very different. Like, people aren't going around going, "Get off my swamp!" doing that in Scotland.
All I imagine people in Scotland are doing is just running around yelling at everyone to get out of their swamps.
No, that's all I do in America, though. Only in Florida.
Yeah, it really depends. Like, it's so hard. I have to hear it, and then I can do it. Like when I was watching Dairy Girls on Netflix, and I swear I became a Dairy Girl for like 3 weeks.
Definitely very Scottish. Not Scottish, Irish.
Irish.
I can do Irish, okay.
Oh, yeah.
But I need things to say. That's where I struggle. Give me something Irish to say, guys.
Lassie. Oh, that's okay. Hold on. Let me embrace my inner Jamie Fraser. McDougal. Yeah, lassie.
You know what? It's not the worst thing I've ever heard. Okay, let me do this one.
Okay, I'm done.
In Irish.
Terrible.
Wait, isn't Fat Bastard from Austin Powers Scottish?
Scottish.
No, that.
Sorry, I'm it's Scottish. Don't you know?
That was my.
This is so bad.
Yeah, that was my Italian accent. All right, guys.
This is terrible.
Sorry,
we're not answering
the
questions
end of our
anymore.
lives.
This is getting weird. It's getting weird.
It's getting weird again. You guys know what happens when it gets weird. That is
It's
our
Jade's
signal
fault.
to go home.
She won't do the accent, and I just want her to do the accent.
Like a shorty accent. She's not. I can't do it. Anyway, I'm not gonna embarrass myself anymore. I've already ate poppin' candy ASMR. Yeah, there's been a lot of things I probably shouldn't have done on this live, but here we are.
It's been a weird one. Thank you guys for all being here. I mean, it's been weird. Yeah, I only saw a couple of scooter emojis. What? Come on, drop them, gang.
You only saw a couple? You clearly haven't been keeping up with the chat. I was gonna say the cat.
I'm trying to get scooter emojis.
Not one person.
Every time I'm like, all right, chat, let's drop the emojis. Nobody fucking does it.
Ah, there must have been a lag on us because now the scooter emojis are coming in hot.
A little bit of delay. Sorry, I didn't mean to yell at
you. So awkward. My favorite thing that Jade says is devices.
For the scooters. Sorry.
You know, so many people say, okay, I'm going to start it positive, okay? So many people love my accent. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. Like, it's nice, you know? I would rather just nobody really say anything really about my accent because it opens up the stage for people to comment back and be like, oh, I can't stand her accent. And that bothers me because you know what? You wouldn't tell somebody that they hate the way that I hate the way that you talk. I get it all the time. I literally get it all the time. I hate the way you talk. And it's just like, it's an accent. Like, it's, I'm sorry. Like, I cannot help it. It's like having a speech impairment. Like, that's just the way I talk. Sorry.
It's me.
Has anybody ever told you that they hate your accent? It's a weird thing to tell somebody.
That sucks. I feel like you should just do it even heavier.
No, like
That's a
honestly, like,
response.
I've spent a long time in the US, and I've spent a lot of time repeating myself in specific words that I'm trying to say. And it was much more when I had a very thick Scottish accent. Although I've never had a super thick Scottish accent. I never sounded like Shrek or Fat Bastard. Let me put it that way. I was born and raised in Edinburgh, so we already had like a little bit more of like a proper accent. Um, so when I moved over to literally Los Angeles, where it's like super Valley Girl, yeah, I'm going to pick up on it. And then, yeah, it's going to get a little bit weird. And then, yeah, it's going to sound Australian. And then that's just where we're at with it. Then that's just where
And
we're
now
at.
you're Australian.
And a lot of people say that I go from American to Scottish, and it's like it kind of goes up and down. And I really hope that that's not the case. I don't know, because you know, like Paris Hilton, where she goes into like her little like baby voice, it's just like, yeah, that's hot. And then she'll just be like, yeah, and then she just goes super low. Have you ever like listened to Paris Hilton? Like I watched an interview.
Yeah, her voice when she
Yeah, like I
changes it
watched
back to her like normal one.
where she like introduces like her baby like to her mom for the first time because her mom doesn't know that she was having a baby. Have you seen that clip?
Yeah.
And she's just like, yeah, I thought that you would really love it. I know. I hid it from everybody. Yeah. And then she's just like, oh, is he spitting up? Here, mom, let me get that. It's like, what? So I hope that that's not how I sound, because
That
I
was
do
really good.
understand. Thanks. I get where people are coming from. So when people say that they don't like the way I talk, like that's instantly, I'm like, okay, that's the only example that I can think of. That's where my mind goes.
Well, people are people.
Hey.
You know, they're always gonna have something to say. And we love your accent.
Yeah.
I think it's great.
That's okay. Like I literally just talked shit on Paris Hilton's accent, the way she talks, and then just said that I hate it when people do that. So I definitely have a lot of thinking to do about who I am as a person. Okay. Oh, all right. I'm gonna head out. I need to go. I need to get up
Rob
early.
said, "Good job answering questions." We love Rob. His comments are always like, "I never know if it's backhanded or like."
Yeah, we answered like 2 questions. Fuck it. Let's answer 2 more.
We go on tangents, you guys.
Let's answer 2 more. 2 more.
Sorry,
because...
someone really needs to see this, and I don't know why I keep holding it up, but I'm gonna take that as a sign from spirit that somebody needs to see the red cardinal tonight. I know a couple people have said that, so this is your sign if you've been looking for a red cardinal. Okay. Yeah, no, a lot of people are dipping out because it's getting late, and I understand. We've been here a long time. Somebody said they don't understand how we haven't had to go pee or quote unquote shit ourselves.
Well, actually, I have an answer to that, because when we're on investigations, there's sometimes places that the toilets don't work, or there isn't a toilet, and you literally just have to learn how to deal with it. So, yeah, we just have to deal with it. Anyway, we're not getting any more questions, but that's fine. I know that there was a lot that we didn't answer anyway. So I'm gonna quickly go get one for you. You quickly go get one for me, and then we're gonna go to bed. Everyone's gonna go to bed. That was the fat bastard one. We already saw that one.
I'm just gonna randomly scroll and. Oh, this is my question.
Oh, I like this. Oh no! Sorry, I knocked off of it. Sorry, no, go. What was yours? Go back. Go back.
I just did a random. I was like, whatever it lands on is what I get, and this is what it landed on. What are you doing to my? Nope, I can't do it. Okay, what's your question?
My question was, have you ever investigated a location where all the spirits just watched but didn't communicate? That's creepy, right?
I feel like so annoying.
I feel like that's most investigations when we start the investigation, though. I feel like the spirits that are there, like a lot of the time, they're quite standoffish.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they want to know what you're up to first.
No, it happens all the time. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're just
So
watching,
it does.
wait. Good day, mate. Sorry, somebody
All
else
right.
put that. Okay.
I'm gonna do us all a favor and end this live.
Shrek is love. Shrek is love. Fuck yeah,
Please,
dude.
guys, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
I hope that you feel like your last 2.5 hours weren't wasted of your life. And we will see you all Tuesday. I'm going to try and get the episode out for Tuesday. That's going to be at the McIntyre Villa. And that's going to be the last Kansas episode. And after that, we are ready to put it behind us completely. And then the Tuesday after that, we're going to be back live and we're going to be talking about the McIntyre Villa. There's going to be more of this weird stuff. Although I'm hoping that I'm going to be in a little bit of a better place. Like I usually have like just a couple notes. Just a couple notes. Today I had no notes. So this is what we're getting. All right.
It was
Well,
fun.
thanks again, guys, for joining and for all your questions and donations. We love you all so much. Until
Love
next
you.
time. Bye.
Scooter gig.